It's time for the shop report with
Yes, and welcome to the Shop Report special presentation of After Dark. I, of course, am your host, none other than Double J, the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend. To my left, your right, is none other than D Gully from the C.O. Lum Bus. Talk to me. What up, though? It is Saturday night.
Yes, it is Saturday night. Good evening, good morning, good evening, good night, however you want to splice it. We are here with you for your picks and our advice. And you know what? We just gonna dive right in, man. How you doing, Double J?
I'm doing well, man. It's got beat up a little bit on some of this stuff earlier on, but that's the ebbs and flows of it. You have this is a critical weekend. Like this kind of gives you those vibes of like birthday gifts or something of that sort. Maybe the pre-last day of school vibes.
Ooh, really? Oh, Christmas vacation vibes?
Yeah. We'll go with that. Man, absolutely. Is there any year? Okay, we just celebrated the 30th anniversary of PlayStation.
Yes.
Okay, so now my startup screen, bro, gives me that original intro.
And then you get the
bro. Dude.
Listen, I don't care. People say that the PS2 startup screen was better. There is no way. I don't rock with PlayStation pretty much at all right now.
Okay.
But I will never forget what it meant to have a PS1. And when you get that, listen, the demo disc, bro. Remember the demo disc?
Thank you.
Listen, no. And then it was even, look, bro, remember the demo disc used to have the screens 1, 2, 3, 4. It was like 12
or 20, right? Or something.
Yeah. But then you remember there was a button you could press, you could flip it over. Did you know about this?
Yes.
Yeah, so they had the demo screen, and then for every screen that showed up, if you press a certain button combination, that screen would flip over. And for some of those screens, when it flipped over, there would be a code, like a square X or a triangle circle. And then that would unlock other stuff, man. The PlayStation, bro.
So I want to point this out. I don't know if you were aware. There was a joint venture that had gone wrong, which is what ultimately led Sony down that road. So you're probably fully aware of all of those details.
Yes.
And not to get too far off topic, but it's crazy that you brought up that disc, because my uncle is the one who had the PlayStation first.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't get, like, I'm not going to act like I didn't have any console or anything, but so when he wasn't there, I went, and that's how I got acclimated to it, because of the demo disc. Mm-hmm. So I was trying to explain this to Megan actually this morning.
Yes.
And so hearing you kind of break that down, it was like, oh my gosh, somebody else knows this thing exists. There was what I'll call kind of like a first-person car racing game in there that felt more like Driver, that we would see later.
Hold on.
But I don't know what it was called. I have no idea how good the game was. I just know it was on that demo disc. I have not Googled this thing going solely off memory.
Hold on. You said a first-person car racing game that for you aesthetically was similar to Driver.
Correct.
Okay. So we're not talking about Ridge Racer.
Couldn't have been.
Right. Because Ridge Racer is is classic. Ridge Racer Revolution. When you understood that drifting is what you were supposed to do. Oh man. Oh, bro. Oh man. All right. So wait a minute. What was this game? It was on the all right. So one of the firsts.
I'll put it to you this way. I don't know what it was called currently, but I also never had the opportunity to actually play the full version.
But you remember the game. So you gotta all right. So that's gonna be some research, man. We're gonna find that game out.
I know. Honestly, yeah, there's somewhere between the ages of 8 and 10-year-old version of myself that will get some closure on this. Of course, a ton of things going on between the college football world. Of course, WWE is trending right now as well. I was going to gauge your thoughts on some of that stuff. Of course, we had a couple comments come through in the pre-show screen. That's comments coming from Austin saying, "What's up, guys? Got eliminated." Hang on a second. He said, "Got eliminated for starting Wilson over Terry." Now, if I remember correctly, I thought it was Givy that had said he was playing against Wilson and he was going to start here.
Hey, say what's up. Say what's up. Say what's up, world.
All right,
this is my twin right here.
What's up?
This is Levon LLG.
Yes, sir.
He can't hear. He said, "What's up?"
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Hey, man,
it's my baseball player right here.
I love it. Hey, we're gonna have to get a drop from him then. Keep going.
We're gonna get a drop from you for the shop report.
A drop?
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna get a drop. So you can be like, hey, this is Levon Gully, class of 2029, and you listening to the shop.
When is that gonna happen?
Huh?
When is that?
ASAP. We'll work on it.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah, tag the socials as well. I'm sure you got the scouting profiles booming already at this point.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that. Yeah, for sure. So
what position?
He plays he's probably gonna play he likes second base, and then he's gonna be in the outfield. He's got athleticism. Oh man, he made a couple of web gems in made a couple of web gems in travel league over the summer. Couple of coaches, the opposing coaches say, "Hey man, we got to call the league office on that, man." I mean, he made a nasty one too. Made one where he got the read on it. He took the step backwards like he's supposed to on the fly ball. But when it was coming up short, it was dropping faster than he thought it was. And he was able to baseball slide. He was able to second base front face slide. And he had that mitt on the ground, and that boy landed right in it and got up and just casually went on. What the thing about it is, man, he's so casual with it, right? He makes the good play, and it's like effortless. It's like, all right, cool, next one up. You know what I mean? He don't get over emotional, and I love that about him. You know what I'm saying? It's like nonchalant almost. Like, yeah, I made the catch. Cool, we got it. Let's get going. You know what I mean? That's what I love about it, man. He's a great baseball player, great kid, man.
You know what's really interesting about that part of it that you just stated that is unique to that sport is it's something that needs to be that all other sports can take away from baseball. Yeah, baseball players is that the good ones, the really good ones like that, like they could have had the worst play or the best play, and they remain level-headed.
Yes.
And it's interesting, coincidentally, because obviously going through kind of these scouting processes, getting a better understanding of what folks, even in my case, internationally, are looking for. They're pointing out, like, hey, when we're watching the film, it's not just what these kids are doing with the ball or without it. It's if it's 1-0 versus 10-0, if they just blew an opportunity, how are they responding? And so hearing something like that, I can tell you right now, like, big salute, because that's actually what they're looking for.
Right. They're looking for, I've come to learn this, they're looking for the plays, of course, because baseball is going to be that, right? We know what the plays, but what happens when the play doesn't involve you? Because that tells you what your team is, right? That tells you exactly what your team is going to be. Your team is the sum total of what happens when the play doesn't involve that player. Even because even if they're super talented, right? If the super talented guy is otherwise disengaged, if it's if it's to center left and he's in right field, you're gonna have a whole team of that. You watch what happens when you need them in that moment. When you need there's no connection, there's no collectivity, there's no coaching up your teammate. There's a whole lot of separatism, a whole lot of division and isolation. And when you need a team to come together, you got a collection of individuals that can't unite to form a fist. But when you have guys that are engaged and are even keeled, and it's like, okay, cool. You know, we might be down one, might be down two. I got this here. I'm not excited. I'm not overly excited because I know the other team looking at us. They're looking for us to be able to say, oh, okay, that we got lucky. I'm looking for this. This is one of a few, and I'm going to keep going. That's his biggest attribute, I think. That's my son's biggest attribute, is that he is very even keeled. I mean, he could be down on the mound. He might be down 7 runs, but you won't know it. And then he could be up 3. And you ain't gonna know it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely the sport of baseball it has that element, and that's something that can be and should be translatable to the other sports. You're absolutely right, Double J.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So looking forward to staying in touch with, as the journey progresses. So definitely plug the socials forum as well. Obviously, with the reach that we have and the shows across the board. I mean, obviously, we've showcased, Imani at one point in time. We showcased, we brought extra attention to Bryce. All these kids that, I'm constantly in that prep zone.
Okay.
If you will. So I'm not one of those that I'm going to really go out there and like go to their game necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
But I will make sure that, I use the platform for, and let people know. I went to Amani's games. I'll be the first to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
But, in Bryce's case, it's a little too cold, and it was already crowded, man. They were taking buses from Ann Arbor over there. I'm like, come on, man. It's 15 minutes. What are you guys doing? Like,
yeah.
But it goes to show how many of them were coming out there. So, and, of course, money talks. But glad he got paid. Okay, so Austin said got eliminated for starting Wilson over Terry. Garrett, am I understand? Like, like Russell Wilson came to my mind?
Yeah,
like, no,
yeah. Hey, you know what? Austin just shouted us out, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. And I'm sure he will too. So I got to get all of that together and then let you know. You know what I mean? So that way we can track his progress and wish him well on this journey. All right. So he locked in the 1C. Austin locked in the 1C in his other league.
That's awesome.
I'm in a 4-way tie for second in my other. Okay, gotcha.
Now, okay. So this is why I said this is a monumental weekend.
All right.
This is where those PlayStation 1 Xmas break vibes all kind of collide.
Okay.
If Austin wins here, it likely results in him having a first-round bye.
Right.
Depending on how many teams they let in. Now, in the leagues that I'm in, we intentionally allowed 6. To incentivize giving a first round bye.
Okay.
And so this is a big deal. Playoff seeding is huge. Again, if you're near the top, you can manipulate it, or you find yourself where, a 4-way tie. Like, here's what I want to make clear. Regardless of how many teams they let in the playoffs there, someone's going to find themselves likely on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
That's scary. That's terrifying. I don't know if I'd rather be on the fringe needing to win to get in, or feeling like I'm in and then can find my way out.
Right. Oh, he got more.
You're usually, glass half full. We'll call you glass half full, Gully.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Depending on the glass too, I'll be feeling really good, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Spiced rum, Cincinnati.
Pellegrino here.
Right. Well, could be water. Could be purified water.
There you go. Let's see.
Okay.
So he's got start 3 full PPR. Oh man. All right. And we obviously differed last week, and it worked to everyone's benefit.
Yep.
Givey, of course, told us on Wednesday he absolutely throttled who he played.
Yes.
And that's what we do this for. I like seeing winners. Honestly, to see that, to be locked in a 1, and then, albeit I know it's a 4-way tie currently.
Okay.
But locked in 1 and then 2, even if they were the greatest fantasy players prior to, they maintained that with us here. And so, all right. Now hang on. He did say there is no bye, only 4 teams. So again, you already had somebody currently in first.
Yep.
And then there's 4 more that are all tied with each other, let alone anybody else.
Right.
So there's 2 things that, oh my gosh, man, this is where this is the bad time to have a bad week.
Yeah, there's a bad time to have a bad time, right? Right.
This is of all the weeks in the season, but this is what everyone wanted,
so,
right? You wanted to reach this stage.
Yeah, yeah. So what we're saying is, it sounds like Double J. What we're saying is, of all the good advice that we've given out on After Dark, now it's time for us to prove, or us to validate if we know what we're talking about. So the pressure's on us as much as it is on anybody, right? So Givey's probably looking at me like with a sense of relief. So you know what that means? I've got a responsibility today to make sure that I'm on top of my game and as accurate as I can to lead you guys to victory out there in fantasy football land. So this is part of the reason why this season I didn't host a team, so that way I can have as unbiased an opinion about who to start, who to sit, because I wouldn't be in a position where I've got a guy I'm playing against. And so I'm on this program telling you not to pick this guy because I have an advantage. You follow what I'm saying? So that way I'm unbiased. But next football season, I'll be back in there. That being said, Austin's got a question for us. He says, Jacoby, bring that up for us so that way we can see it. So we got Jacoby, JSN, Hill, Hopkins, Juwan Jennings, and he's leading towards Jacoby, JSN, and Hill. What say you, Double J?
All right, so there's a few things. I'm gonna duck off screen here because I have a few different things that I want to look at. Gullies, you painted a very good picture and way to add pressure.
Right.
So I have it currently in front of me, as much data as I possibly could have.
Okay.
Which is a combination of the over-unders, live numbers with point spreads, of course, and then individually we could dive into what their props are. But more importantly, beyond that, predictive analysis as it pertains to the game scripts. So there's some things that I'm going to be looking at with not only just general projections, but then also what other nuances come into play from what I've been, again, this is why we keep taking our stuff to the next level, and it takes hours and hours through the week. Obviously, Gully, you know all about all of that. So
yes,
this is, we didn't want to let anybody down doing this stuff.
Right. So I'm going to tell you right now, I think Austin's instincts are largely Austin should follow his instincts. I'm thinking right now. And what I'm doing right now is forcing myself to say, hey, if I got to swap, who would it be? Just to see if I feel like, I'm trying to give myself my own litmus test, if you will, my own means test. Like, okay, if I had to break this up, where would I go? See anything that's standing out to me as a divergent path that would also lead to victory. I don't see anything at the moment. JSN has been a league favorite of ours. He's been a show favorite of ours pretty much, aside from when I went with the other O-State receiver, last week or whatnot. But I don't see anything. I think that's good for you. What do you think, Double J?
So first, for JSN, his over-under is set at 5.5. They're leaning on the over for that.
Okay.
Now, what concerns me right away is this. The Cardinals matchup isn't the worst matchup out there for him, but the over-under set at 44.5, which is on the lower side.
Right.
His yardage prop set at 66.5 yards. So if we went off of this, because again, when you have a low total, we have to assume, okay, there's only, right, we're talking 40 points between. So if I think it was like a 3.5 point spread. So we're going to go 24-21.
Yeah.
Is essentially what they're
That's
looking at. So we're
points,
talking three tutties apiece.
Right.
If we wanted to split it that way.
Why wouldn't he get, the question is, why wouldn't he get one of those?
Against Arizona. So that's
in Arizona.
That's what we have to look at, right? So I'm going right now. So now I'm bouncing from screen to screen, like I said, right?
Okay.
So this is real time against the Cards.
All right.
Here we go. You know what? I should have hooked you up with this part of it too.
That's all right.
That way, because here we go. I'll actually give you that one. Bam. And so, all right. Wide receivers against the Cardinals for the entire season.
Okay.
Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because there were 2 from Dobbs. 7, 8. So Green Bay went off against them. But 8, maybe 9. Yeah, JSN scored against them the first time. He tore them up the first time.
Right.
It's 6 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
Okay.
That was fantastic. Okay.
Yeah. However, and remember, he's in full PPR.
Good point. Good point. So I'm looking at it as a whole. I definitely don't hate the matchup, but now what I'm looking at is a completely different ranking. So bear with me here. Oh man, if I would show you these guys, if I would show you these charts, they're ridiculous. Here we go. Okay. So Geno is 4-0 against Kyler Murray throughout his career.
Okay.
The Hawks are 3-0 ATS over their last 3 road games. So obviously, Seattle won 16-6 the first go around. This time they're going on the road. No defense has played more too high coverage than Arizona at almost 67% of the time.
Okay.
Geno leads all quarterbacks in basically at a plus 7.7% in his completion percentage.
All right.
Against too high. But here's the thing. He ranks 30th out of 40 qualifying. So Arizona leaned more heavily into their too high in week 12 when they squared off, which again, I said they play it 67% of the time. When they played each other the first time, they actually ran it 73% of the time, so a little bit higher than normal. And then we're in zone 83% of the time. So here's the thing. Where Geno crushed them was in the zone.
Okay.
Where he struggled was in the too high. So the way that I said Geno does well with his completion percentage against too high, it's even better against zone. Again, versus his traditional average in other looks. So he goes up 7%, 7.7% in the one. He goes up 8.8% in the other. So again, two good things.
Yeah.
So he is able to basically find the underneath stuff.
Right.
So let's taking a look at even what you have in front of you, Gully, from that other one.
Yep.
If you look at that week 12 matchup, you'll see DK Metcalf was targeted 5 times. He ended up with 4 catches at 59 yards. Tyler Lockett was targeted for 3 times, caught 2 of them for 20 yards. The tight end was pretty much invisible, was lava. But JSN, who's the dink and dunk guy, was in there 6 times on 7 targets for 77 yards and got the touchdown. So here's the thing. DK does good against the zone at 2 yards per route run and does about 2.25 against too high, which is why DK didn't have a terrible game. He kind of did. He needed a touchdown there. But the too high has ultimately led Arizona to limiting the explosive plays. But JSN is the standout against the slot funnel defense.
Yep.
JSN started drawing consistent targets over the last month, as we know, and have talked about kind of consistently here.
Okay.
And, of course, as we pointed out, he had 7 targets for 66 yards and 6 catches and 77 yards in that touchdown. But remember, here's the thing. As great as that sounds,
yep,
most of it came from one play. That's why he's on the fringe for me right now as we go through this. Additionally, you have an injury brewing with Kenneth Walker, in which Zach Charbonnet would get the volume, right?
Right.
He's not terrible. And the Cardinals are actually pretty porous against the run.
Okay.
So my concern is this. Yes, as much as Charbonnet would be an instant start, if he's not as effective, right? If teams don't have to load the box to slow you down, well, then naturally it just made everybody else's life that much harder as far as the receivers go. So again, when we talk about scripts and that type of thing, that's what we're looking at here. So,
all right, real quick, we'll figure that out. Hey, CJ just gave us a comment. We're gonna get to you real quick. Give us a couple more minutes. We'll get you your answer too, as far as who to start at flex. You'll see it in the chat, in the comments. Double J.
Okay.
So
okay.
Are you in or out on JSN then?
I'm on the fringe, so I'm going through these with them. To me, all right, who did he have up next?
Well, he's got Jacoby, JSN, and Hill is who he decided on. Now,
like Tyreek Hill?
Yeah, I trust it would. I would trust it would be Tyreek Hill.
Oh man.
Who do you think? Like I said, that's why I say, given what I see and given the matchups, I think he did right picking those 3. I think I would do the same thing this week. I was looking at
The one that's sticking out to me as a possible outlier is Juwan Jennings again.
Yeah, you beat me to it. Juwan Jennings at San Francisco versus Chicago. So they are at home versus Chicago.
So check this out, right?
Uh-huh.
With Juwan Jennings, he's since over the last 6 weeks, 28.3% target share.
Okay.
And I talk to you guys about air yards all the time.
Yep.
Right? Because that's chicks dig the long ball. This is the long ball. 37, almost 38% air yard share. So this on paper looks pretty good.
Okay.
Again, that low over under is a little bit of a concern, but just in general, he looks like he could do some damage, right? We've seen the Lions do that. Matter of fact, did you happen to look at that at all briefly against the Bears with the receivers?
No.
So let's see. So Nico Collins had a touchdown against them. Gabe Davis had 2. Jalen Polk had 1.
Yeah.
Reed had 1.
And so
Jordan Addison.
That being said, I was thinking like, okay, I would say Juwan over.
You know what though? Check this out. What do all these guys have in common? Listen to these
name
names.
is Jay, except for Hill.
No. So, no. All these names I'm about to give you. Nico Collins. I'm looking at every guy that went off. Scary Terry.
Yep.
Christian Watson. Jordan Addison would be the only outlier. Ooh. For the most part, they're all number 1 receivers.
Gotcha. Okay.
St. Brown had 73 yards. That worries me. That could be somebody goes off, but it was Dabo. You get what I'm saying? He Debo's
Yeah.
Juwan out of this. So we'll currently table him for that reason.
All right.
And then he's leaning Jacoby. Let's see. Let's just double check Jacoby. Make this quick, as quick as possible, at least. Oh. And introducing none other than an additional, of course, working individual.
There he is.
Doc,
what's
talk
up,
to
Doc?
us. What up, though?
What is
What's
Doc?
happening? What is happening?
Doc. What is up, brother?
Another day, man. Just trying to get through this shift. Get it on out the way.
Oh yeah. So you already see it. We already see what's on the screen right now, and we got another one coming up real soon. CJ, been waiting a few minutes for us, but we got a start 3 full PPR. You can read it. I can abbreviate it, but basically he's leading to start Jacoby, JSN, and Hill for tomorrow. I was inclined to think that would be a good lineup here. He may have. I don't have anything compelling to offer him differently. What do you think, Doc?
You did Jacoby Myers?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to that. Only thing I would be opposed to would be Myers over Hopkins. But I haven't looked at the schedule to see who I almost called him OKC, Kansas City. I haven't looked at the schedule.
Right. They close by. Shoot.
OKC is playing, so I need to see who they're playing first, and I can give you a definitive answer.
I can give you that answer real quick.
Yeah, who are they playing? I haven't really looked at the schedule at all. I've been so busy at work, I barely looked at my fantasy team.
Hold on, I thought I had it real quick. Oh,
I'm up right now though, 36.9-10. So I'm up right now. So hopefully things keep trending well.
There we go. Yeah. And I'm gonna end tonight's show with some props for everybody.
All right,
that we're feeling here as well. Again, at your own risk. Don't put the rent on it. I've already had to apologize and try to. Anyway.
The Chargers. They got the Chargers.
They got the Chargers.
They're at home versus the Chargers.
And then Vegas has who?
Vegas has Tampa Bay.
Well, that's kind of a toss-up. You can't lose no matter who you throw in there, Jacoby or Hopkins. So I'm cool with that lineup you got. You should get numbers.
Yeah, you should get numbers. I think that Hopkins is subject to have more trouble, even though even at home versus the Chargers are pretty hot.
Yeah, he'll definitely struggle. But I don't see him outperforming Myers that much. But Myers is the better pick. Myers is the better pick. The point difference between those two, I'll give it about 2 to 3 points. That's it. But I go Myers.
All right, Austin. I think we got you.
When he's on the field, he's an absolute stud.
Well, Wilson was giving us the defense attorney's argument, and he made a roundabout one, darn near filibustered. Double J, he kind of was like, well, maybe you might want to think about possibly reconsidering, evaluating, maybe estimate. He gave us.
He had to get the Cosby. What you got to do?
Yeah.
No. Hang on a second. Listen to the data that I'm giving out here. Right?
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Give me the numbers.
Man, he got a whole bunch of them, bro. I mean, he got all the data.
Remember the Bucs defense, right? As it pertains to Jacoby Myers, this is why I'm in on him. 30th in the pass and 32nd in the league, dead last in defensive pass rate success.
That's all I need. Start him. Them cornerbacks about to get smoked by Jacoby. Start him.
Jacoby's had 11 plus targets in 3 of the last 4 outings, and the results were 97, 105, and 121 yards in those games.
Start him. Oh, snap. While I'm sitting here talking about start him, I got him on the bench. Maybe I should start him too.
Bro, throw him in there. If you got him
I got him.
Tampa, come on.
I got him. But I'm hesitant, though, because my receiving core is a little strong.
Oh, well. We may have to dive into that next.
It's all situational, man. I got Cooper Kupp, Jameson Williams. He got me 13 points. Juwan Jennings, Dabo Samuel. So it's kind of.
Well, you know what? We'll recap for Doc. Gully, you might remember some of those points I said right after the.
Oh, Kenneth Walker.
You watching the Shop Report. I'm Homie Diallo, and you watching the Shop Report. My name's Chris Murray, and you're watching the Shop Report. Oh, you're Jay Knight, you're watching the Shop Report. It's Braxton Key, you're dropping in on the Shop Report.
Barbershop Jay, Quentin Hines, Super Bowl champion. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm on.
Hi, I'm Mars Man, works at Mercury Stadium, and you're watching the Shock Report.
Hey, I'm Billy Butler, and thank you for watching the Shop Report. Hey guys, I'm Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Commander Brown, Detroit Rivers Mountain Training, and I'm watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
I'm Matt Ramos, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? I'm Rajay Davis, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? This is Nelson Figueroa, former Major League pitcher with a lot of teams. You're about to listen to the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Howard Johnson. You're watching the Shop Report.
Hi, I'm Heath Bell from the New York Mets, and you're listening to the Shop Report podcast. Yeah!
Hey, I'm Josh Tolley, former catcher of the New York Mets, and you're watching the Shop Report.
This is Edgardo Alfonso for the Mets, and you're listening to Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doc Gooden, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Hello, this is Mike Hampton, and you're watching Shop Report.
Hey, this is Herman R.V., former NFL offensive lineman with the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens, and you're listening to the Shop Report.
All right, and we are back just like that. And so diving into Austin Stark sit, believe it or not, of course, as you see, and Doc pointed this out as well, he was having the possibility of starting Dabo or Juwan Jennings. And as it pertains to the matchup for Doc, Juwan has gotten 28% target share over the last 6 weeks. Dabo doesn't fare quite as well against single high, which is what the Bears are running. And so, again, we expect, potentially you would still want to start Dabo in that case. Oh, here we go.
So injury prone, man.
Well, you know what? And he really doesn't look right either. Like, if they don't try to give him the ball rushing wise, it's a little bit of a concern for me as well.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning on this one. We'll go Jacoby for sure. Now, I didn't look at Tyreek Hill. Oh, here we go. Okay. Obviously, they don't have Breece Hall this week, so if you're desperate need for a running back, go ahead and grab Braylon Allen. And then let's see here.
So I benched Juwan Jennings and started Debo.
So the over-under in that one is 45. The Miami's favored by 6. The implied team totals is 25 points for the Dolphins.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry, Double J. You benched Juwan Jennings and you're going to start Debo. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Chicago. I'm torn on that. Don't quote me on that yet.
Now,
it's
if
Chicago.
you did that,
I think Debo would have a bigger game than Juwan.
Right, but so if you did that, then as far as Austin goes, would you then suggest? Oh no, he don't got Jennings going nowhere. Never mind. All right.
The only reason I benched Jennings because I forgot CMC is out. So, Debo, he's gonna get a couple of those rushes off of a jet sweep, or he might just line up in the backfield because that's what he do. So I mean, they're gonna utilize him a lot more. So I feel like Debo will probably be the better person to start here. Like, he has more chances to get the ball. So,
hey, so as a receiver, if he gets rushes, those count towards his yard total?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna take that. Like Jordan Mason, I had him, but he's out for injury, so I dropped him a long time ago. So they don't even have Jordan Mason in the backfield. So,
all right,
I'm really leaning into Debo on this one. He's the Swiss Army knife that they're gonna need this week. So.
All right, we had him started. Wait for a minute. Hey, why don't you bring his up so we can see what we can do for him?
Oh, that's you.
Yep.
All right. Oh yeah, we had those.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't see this at all. Nobody said anything about that.
Hurts
or Levis. That's
Hurts.
why he should already know. I trust him to be. I trust Austin to be. Don't be skittish now. You got your instincts.
I haven't trusted Levis since his first game with D-Hop. That was the only game he performed. Other than that, he is not worth it.
And he said it was between who?
Hurts or Levis?
Hurts or Levis.
Oh man, no, it's Hurts.
Hurts.
Yeah, I got Levis at 19. I do think he could have a good game against Jacksonville, but after watching Stroud struggle again, it scares the bleep out of me. I could see Westbrook Akine having a good game as well. If you want to throw a prop up on him to score another touchdown, here's all he does, literally. He gets 2 targets. Calvin Ridley, revenge game. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a few things here. If we really want, like, let's say he didn't have a top 5 quarterback like Jalen Hurts. Let's say it was somebody else. I could make the case. Because here's the thing. Jags have lost 9 straight on the road.
Yep.
Last year. And they're also at about 20% for the number 1 overall pick. That's saying tank, Bigsby, but sounds like they're tanking.
Man, Tank Bigsby's production has gone down, bro. I got rid of him so quick. He only getting like 4.2, 2.2, 0.04 points. Like, how are you? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, and then you got Jalen Hurts versus Carolina.
Jalen Hurts about to obliterate Carolina.
Yeah, so
I mean, it wasn't a dumb question. It was a good question to ask. Because sometimes you might have a game where it's like, oh, you're going to obliterate them, and they come out there and they drop a goose egg on you. It's like, damn, I probably shouldn't have started them. So, I mean, it's good to ask. You never know.
All right, CJ. Let's see. CJ been waiting patiently for it. About 20 minutes.
Call. Yep.
All right. And this is a pretty easy one. BTJ, well, maybe an easy one. So, Braylon Allen, Shakir, or
Myers at the flex.
All right. Is it
Jacoby, Shakir, Breland? I wouldn't go Breland Allen. I looked at his recent stat log, and his points for fantasy are not. They ain't it. You can't get Charbonnet. You can't get Charbonnet
at Miami. No, yeah.
Because if you, I try to get Charbonnet.
Yeah, BTJ.
So here's the thing for Brian Thomas, the Titans are 17th.
Yeah.
And ultimately 23rd in targets per game that's the tight end. So from basically just between Evan Ingram and him. So we've seen a ton of primary outside receivers hit their ceiling in the last 3 weeks. Ready for this? Terry McLaurin, 8 for 73. Nico Collins, 5 for 92 and a touch. Terry, by the way, had 2 touchdowns.
Scary Terry.
Jefferson had 6 catches, 81 yards. So Tennessee's allowing the most passing touchdowns, which is 5, and 10th most yards per game to the outside wide receiver in the last month. So, give me Brian Thomas Jr.
Whoa. You hear that, CJ? Brian Thomas Jr. You got one for that. All right, Doc, what do you say?
I mean, I'm taking Kobe because I don't like the Bears. So I hope Kobe burn up the Bears.
And you know what? Honestly, Gully, we talked about him a little earlier as well. It's not. Wait a minute, Jacoby Myers.
But honestly,
he's Tampa.
I'm tripping. He's going against Tampa. That's why I said I'm tripping. And I just thought about it too. He's questionable.
That's Tyreek and friends, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's been battling that injury too. I just thought about that. He's still questionable. They haven't made it like a clear designation for him. So, with that being said, I have to rethink everything I've said about Myers.
No, I still think he goes off, right? Tampa's got a terrible defense.
Yeah, but I didn't check to see if they I know I see Tampa's defense, but I didn't check to see how his production was in practice this week. That also plays a factor. It don't matter how bad your defense is. If you ain't practicing by the time you get to the game, I don't care if you got, a 90-year-old woman guarding you still ain't gonna perform, right? So
it's too late when the game starts.
That's why I said I gotta see what his production for practice was this week before I can give a definitive answer on that.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, I just thought about it. Like, he do have a big Q sitting right there next to his name. So before I get to screaming Jacoby, let me check that out. Give me 2 seconds, guys, and I'll be right back with you.
All right.
Cool. Gully, you got any thoughts on this one?
I'm going Myers as well.
You're leaning Myers on this one?
Yeah, I'm leaning Myers on that one. Braylon and Shakir don't light me up as well at all. BTJ, you made a compelling case for him. But hold on. Now let me see. Actually, let me look a little bit to see what definitively speaks to me Myers over BTJ.
Yeah, just my rankings right now. I have
well, he's at Tampa Bay, and I like the matchup. I like the matchup. Now, oh, buddy, yeah, he's listed as questionable.
That's huge, dude.
Yeah.
That's that to Doc's point, that scares.
But did he practice?
All right, so I looked it up. He was unable to practice on Thursday. He was a full participant on Friday and was ready to go. Then they ended up limited on Saturday. So they saying like it's gonna be a game time decision. Like it's likely he'll play, but they just don't know how much production they're gonna get out of him because of how it's Friday went.
Then no way. Saturday. No way for me. Then play BTJ.
Yeah, play BTJ. I mean, you know, Saturday, that's just two-hand touch. But if you full participant on contact day, which was Friday, and then you can't participate in the two-hand touch day on a Saturday, and you decide in game day decision, they say you won't know until about 90 minutes before the game starts Sunday if he's going to go or not. So that lets me know you're not there. You had 1 day of full contact, and you couldn't lace them up and go on a two-hand touch day? Like you're limited to practice on a two-hand touch day? When they're not playing two-hand touch on Sunday. So I don't think I'm starting Jacoby Myers this week. Maybe next week, though. Maybe next week, but not this week. I mean, he might play, so if you don't have nobody else but Jacoby, I say throw him out there because they do have a pretty bad defense, and he's still going to perform because he's Jacoby. But at the same time, don't expect him to explode and get you to 24, 22, 23 points you used to have him from.
And here's to Jacoby having a 84-yard, 2-touchdown day on 8 carries.
Well, I mean, I'd start him in the flex, though. Like, I don't know. It's either Brian Thompson or Jacoby Myers out of that list for sure. I'm not messing with Breland Allen. I'm sorry. He's just not it for me. Like, if you look at his fantasy stats, like I said, the most he's had was like 10 points, I believe. Like, he's not worth a second look.
Well, something worth noting, too, is that from the sources in New York or New Jersey, I was hearing that Braylon Allen was not going to be getting the passing down work. So in a PPR league, you've already just capped what he's going to do, on top of the fact that Breece Hall was already being grossly misused, shut him down for the rest of the year. It's just this is not a good matchup. This week itself is too important for everybody. Again, to roll the dice on somebody that's unproven. Again, Myers hamstring, like that, to Doc's point.
It's soft tissue, man. Soft tissue. You want one wrong cut out there on the field, you re-injure that junk. That's all it takes, bro. You could be flying down the field. You make run one move, or you cut and you turn your top of your body before your bottom is half is set. Now you yeah. Hammies, you know what I mean? Now you back out the game, limited. You know what I mean? Like I said, I still think as long as he don't retweak that hamstring, he'll get you decent points. But if you got another option, I'll go with the other option.
You know what, Givey? Don't you start with me, Givey. Don't you start with me, Givey.
Yes,
I'd like to help you out,
here to help me with my win.
I'm sorry, man.
But you say, but Doc is also here.
I thought you was
man,
my
Doc,
boy,
you're on
Gibby.
his list, man.
Yeah.
What did I do, man? I try to make everybody happy. What I do, Gibby? What I got to do to get back on your good side? I just want to know what can I do to make you happy again? Oh, the next comment, Tyson Carter. Start Charbonnet over Braden Allen. Start.
Yes. We got Tyson checking in.
Start Charbonnet for sure. I got him in my lineup this week.
Oh, we got Miss Say saying sleepyhead. So Charbonnet or Braylon Allen in a half-point PPR.
Charbonnet.
Yep. For that reason alone, inside sources are suggesting Braylon Allen is not getting the passing down work this week, and that scares me quite a
Walker
bit.
is out, so Charbonnet getting the majority of them touches.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, look, huge week, guys. Again, here we go. Gibby is checking in. Pick 3. Chase Brown, Bucky. Speaking of injuries, has anybody heard about Bucky?
No.
Yeah.
He just had a monster game last week. What happened?
Yeah, and he left for a second. I thought that prop wasn't going to hit, dude. The one I text
Bro,
you about, I need one more
yeah.
catch from Bucky, and I was like,
and he caught it and also scored a touchdown.
He sure did.
He had like
and
20-some points
happy.
last week. He had like 20-some points last week.
Oh, you know what, fellas? Did we?
Yeah, Bucky had 27.5 points last week. Like, bro, he went off.
Yeah. Did we get to Tyson? He asked about Charbonnet or Braylon.
Yeah, we said Charbonnet.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm saying Charbonnet. I wouldn't looking at.
Yeah. No, we talking about that. All right, we got that.
His fantasy history, he ain't working.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bucky is questionable.
See, dude. See, Gibby's saying Bucky expected to play, but
he is expected to play. But I'm about to check out his injury report real quick and let y'all know if it's working or not.
All right. And who does Cincinnati have tomorrow?
It don't matter. They losing.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Wow. At Dallas, are you sure?
Oh.
Yeah, they losing.
Oh.
Yeah. How about them Cowboys? They've been on a roll here lately too. Yeah.
And you know what? And that's the thing, right? Though cold weather teams have an advantage because they're used to playing in it, they don't mind not having to worry about the weather themselves. So, yeah, I'm looking at some figures that suggest that he's probably very high on the list as far as potential production. Chase Brown is.
Are y'all ready? So Bucky, he missed the first 2 practices of the week. Practice all
terrifying.
week. He practiced the rest. He missed Monday, Tuesday. He practiced Wednesday and Thursday. He was limited Friday. They said even though he's questionable, he's expected to suit up and be full ready to go on Sunday. But the thing that worries me is how in shape are you going to be for this game on Sunday? You didn't do nothing Monday. You didn't do nothing Tuesday. You practiced Wednesday, Thursday, and you practiced limited on a Friday. And then, like I said, Saturdays is 2-hand touch, so that don't count. That's basically conditioning. Well, Aiden Hutchin conditioning right now. That don't count. So I tread lightly with Bucky. Yeah,
so check this out. Guys I love in this
game. And they're
right
playing
away
the Raiders.
Is Mike Evans. Okay, he's still on pace for 1,000 yards.
All right.
Despite him missing all those weeks, which just shows how ridiculous he is. And again, he's done that for every season in his career, which is just phenomenal.
Yes.
So again, the Raiders play a very heavy man defense.
Yes.
Now check this out, though. They also, over the last month, the Raiders are giving up the 7th most receiving yards to outside wide receivers. The perimeter corners names the same reason we know who Tyreek Thunderberg is.
Right.
Now he gets to share the spotlight with guys named Jack Jones, who's allowed the 19th most yards in coverage this year. And DeCameron Richardson checks in from Pro Football Focus's number 109th cornerback out of 113th.
Wow.
So they will absolutely be Swiss cheese on a pub sub for Mike Evans.
Swiss cheese on a pub sub. Add that to the lexicon.
You know what those running backs and those cornerbacks sound like? Future stars in the UFL.
Oh.
That's what it sounds like.
That's brutal, man. They gonna come find you, bro. Like you ain't even have to do them like that, bro.
Let them come on with the come on.
You ain't even got
109 out of 113. Like,
but here's what I'm gonna
maybe if not the UFL practice squad.
The only thing I'm gonna caution us all about Bucky is not only this injury.
Okay.
And despite what he did, he still only was a part of 54% of the snaps in that backfield. But here's the thing.
25 carries, 152 yards.
The Raiders have quietly allowed the third fewest fantasy points per game to the running back position over the last month. So,
and he coming back from injury, Bucky's a no-go.
We have to find, because at best he's a high-end RB2. But because we have to pick 3 here, can we find 2 others or 3 others that are going to have a better game?
You throw Sharp out there. I want to say Dowdle, but then again, he's too wishy-washy. He's not consistent enough for me. So I don't have 100% confidence saying Dowdle will get you the points you want. I'd go Sharp, Tracy, and Chase Brown. Yeah, I just what Double J just saying what he said about Vegas and the rush yards allowed, and then seeing Bucky's week as it's going on with the limited practice on Friday, and you're missing Tuesday and Monday. I just don't think he's going to be ready for a defense that goes that hard on running backs. So I don't think he's going to get you the points you're looking for. I mean, I love Bucky. I absolutely do, but I don't think he's going to get you the 27.5 points he got you last week. He might get you 15, 14, some garbage time yards or whatever, but I don't see him being the top performer this week.
All right, so here we go, guys, right? I got a chart up here. I'm going to give credit where credit's due because Ryan's phenomenal at what he does. So this is from Ryan McDowell. And here's a flow chart of the last 6 weeks of data. And these are, of course, the Week 14 matchups. And what you're going to see is the respective defense and the number of games allowed to the QB1s and in their respective positions, right? Or, wide receiver, tight end, etc. So, in our case, for Givey, no different than with me pointing out the Raiders as an example with running backs. So, if we were to look at running backs, where do we see Las Vegas? 3. 3. Now, where is the other team? So, Tracy, who are they playing? The Giants are playing the Saints.
He should be all right. He missed the Saints.
So, if it were the other way around, we're right away for Alvin Kamara is going to eat tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is buffet style. Vegas.
All you can eat buffet, huh? Alvin Kamara. We sure about that.
Yeah. Here's why. So what sticks out to me with the Giants is they rank 31st in yards per carry.
That's all.
31st in rushing yards per game, 27th in points per rush, and 32nd in explosive rush rate. So they also just lost Dexter Lawrence on IR. So they were already terrible. And then the only whatever credibility they had with Dexter Lawrence, that is now gone too. So they have nothing more than that red thing that the what is that, a blanket, whatever that guy in Spanish Coliseums, whatever the Toro. That's all they're doing there. That's all Kamara's got to run through is that. That's all that's standing in front of him.
Oh, so is this? Yeah, he's gonna be able to eat.
Yep. So now on the other hand, New Orleans over the last month finished 4th. Games allowed to the RB 1 and 2. So let's see if there's any other supporting data. Also, Doc, I probably am going to do something again with MVS tomorrow. So just it's going to be that typical boom bust.
All right, I'll be on the lookout.
So, because here's the thing, with no Taysom Hill, that's why I said Kamara is going to be even more involved. You'll see some Juwan Johnson. Yep. So even though that the Giants are fourth lowest in terms of explosive pass plays, I still think more routes for MVS. It just won't be maybe north of 20 yards unless it gets late and he gets behind somebody. Then also the Giants are going to play Drew Lock at quarterback tomorrow. So if you remember, it was curtains for most of that Thanksgiving game.
Okay.
And it took until late in the fourth quarter for me to cash that prop on Tracy's receptions. So also Malik Neighbors is unlikely to play. He did not practice Friday.
Oh yeah,
and he got injured on Thursday.
He not playing.
Oh, dude. Oh my gosh. So here's the thing. New Orleans is terrible defending the run.
Yeah.
They're giving up a league high 5.17 yards per carry and the 8th most fantasy points per game to the position. They're 30th in the EPA per rush and 32nd from Pro Football Focus's run grade. So worse than some of the other teams we've talked about that were atrocious, which includes the Giants themselves.
Right.
Now, here's the issue. Tracy has Devin Singletary the way that Rachaad White is with Bucky Irving. What I'm worried about is a volume thing here. If this game gets out of hand, or they just, it stays close, and they want to, try to run a little bit differently, then that's something we're going to have to keep in mind here. But it does set up for Tracy to possibly have a great game. Get some of those check down numbers. I'm about to go look at his prop right now, folks, while we're live. What's his receiving prop? Tyrone Tracy, where we at? 2.5, and it's plus money. Man, if you guys bet this up, man, before I
yeah.
Hey, don't get me wrong. Again, on Thanksgiving, he barely hit that number. But so, you'll be sweating it out probably. But it sounds like check down city. Do they trot Devin Singletary out there? I don't know why, but they could.
So ultimately, who are your three?
I would say I'm going to go
Chase Brown is one of them.
I like Tracy. I do like Tracy. So, and this is PPR, right, Givy?
No. Half PPR.
Oh, half PPR.
Yeah, half PPR. I'm still going Chase Brown. I'm still probably going to go. Now, a question for me would be ETN.
Chase Brown, yes, he's RB7 for me.
All right.
Oh, Dallas, dude, remember, Dallas got shredded.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They're in Dallas, and I think, and Cincinnati coming off of I think, an agitating loss, a frustrating loss for them.
Oh yeah, this is feast week, shark week.
And what are they? They're 4-8 now.
Yes, sir.
So they still can hold on to a winning season.
That's a great point. You know what? That's a fantastic point here. Guys, there's two things that are being battled here. Not only are we fighting for fantasy prominence and position
right
in a playoff run. But so are these teams.
Yes, for some teams, Cincinnati being one of them, you know, their playoff starts today. I mean, it was just a couple seasons ago that they carried a pretty marginal record until Halloween, and they had that special Thursday night game versus the Browns in which they lost. And they actually did not lose another game for the rest of the season, and it came down to a very close game in Kansas City for the conference championship. So, we got breaking news.
Mrs. A checking in. Big Ten news. Oregon is officially the Big Ten champs. Penn State really dropped the ball for the conference.
No, they did not. Penn State didn't drop anything for the conference. You know who did? Never mind. We're not going to beat our dead horse. We're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. But you know, the weather in Columbus, Ohio is mighty cold. That's all I have to say about that.
Great point. So Bucky expected to play. He's saying defense.
I was looking at this. I'd like the Chargers. All right, so you got Seattle versus Arizona, and you got the Chargers versus didn't I say the Raiders? Yeah, I think the Raiders. No. Chargers versus Kansas City.
No, yeah, not against the Raiders. That was last week.
Yeah. And Seattle versus Arizona.
Perfect. Okay, so where are these guys? Seattle, I have is my 19th ranked defense this week.
Yeah.
And the Chargers are at 14. Eek. Man, Gibby, there's really nobody else, bro.
Don't seem like it.
Yeah, Chargers play Chiefs. See that?
Yeah. Nobody.
All right. Yeah. So as soon as Doc comes back, so we definitely got the Chase Brown thing locked in.
Well, we gave him his other two, though. We need to pick 3.
So. Do not believe so. Let's see. In the meantime, we'll jump to get that back up here. So we got Chase and Tracy, and let me just make sure, just ranking wise, I'm not missing anything with Charbonnet or any of those guys. Gully, where did you have them ranked on your end?
Chase is 2, but we already got that together.
Yeah. I have him at 7 on
Bucky
mine.
at 11.
Got Bucky at 9, so I see that a little bit differently.
Tracy at 17.
And yeah, I got him at 15. Okay.
Charbonnet at 24.
Got Dowdle at 19. You said Charbonnet. He's got I got him at 25. I don't know if I.
And Etienne at 26.
Oof. Etienne.
Dowdle at 15.
Yeah, so we're right on with him. You know what, though? Charbonnet, that was before Walker was out. I have Walker at 14 and Tracy at 15. So I'm going to slide Charbonnet up, and I'll still play him behind Tracy. So those would, based off that, those would be my, well, you know what? Ooh.
So you take Brown, Sharp, Tracy?
Brown.
Tyrone Tracy's got New Orleans, too.
I'm worried about him splitting those carries like he did last week.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the only thing.
Or,
The New Orleans defense doesn't scare me. It's the game getting out of hand, but he got some garbage time stuff. And he scored a touchdown against the Cowboys. So I don't hate it. I hate Devin Singletary intervening.
Gosh.
And ruining our good time. So well, you know what? Chase Brown.
You got this. I keep looking off the screen. You got the thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chase Brown, Bucky, Tracy, Charbonnet. It is clearly down to Charbonnet, Tracy, Bucky, Brown. Brown's locked in. I'm intrigued to see what.
I'm actually all right. Seattle. I mean, Dallas versus Cincinnati. I would take both of their backs. So I would Chase and Dabo because
really?
I think Cincinnati's run defense.
All right. What I miss?
Right. Cincinnati's run defense.
What about Cincinnati's run defense? What I miss?
Maybe a fertile opportunity for Dabo.
I'm not hating it.
Oh, we still picking 3?
Yeah, we had to pick because we never. I don't think we gave him 3. I think we just kind of like.
Okay.
I don't know if we gave him 3. Well, I think we universally said Chase Brown. I'm going Dabo, and I would go Dabo and Tracy. Oh, but you know what? I was inclined to go Dabo and Tracy, but then you guys brought up the point about splitting carries.
It was the injury. It was the injury more so for Dabo, or I'm sorry for Bucky. I thought that's what you were saying.
No.
Oh, and Tracy,
is going up against too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if that rules them 2 out, we're gonna go Chase Brown, Charbonnet, and Dabo.
All right, let's lock that in. So Givey, Chase Brown, Charbonnet, and Dabo. Yes, and Sleepy G and Doc actually converged on this one.
There we go. I like that Sleepy G.
Man, I know
that's fire.
Man,
we got to get shirts made.
No, we don't, man. Oh no,
get your
man.
merch, your boy
We cannot let that ride, man. No, man, we cannot let that ride, bro.
You know what though? DraftKings has Tyrone Tracy's rush attempts prop at 14.5, dude.
Wow.
Versus Singletary 6.5. What's that?
You really think he's gonna get that many touches though?
Well, as bad as New Orleans defense is, rush defense specifically, and as bad as the Giants' rush defense is, it really could be. I'm starting to like the sound of the over in that game. Especially, I think it was only at like 44. Yeah, I don't know. I'm no bias, right? I'm even keel here. That over under is 41. I think they crushed that. All right, but yeah, I like these picks. I like the Charbonnet thing. Again, I had him when it was Kenneth Walker. I had him at 14, and that was him coming off a few bad weeks.
This is a tough one here.
Chase, Dabo, Tracy.
See, here's the thing. Normally, I would have went first.
You know what? Oh, you said what? What did you say about Charbonnet, Doc?
No, I said I keep saying Sharp because out of everybody on this list, I'm thinking about what all I actually got to work with. But
well, maybe that might be it. Because I mean, if Charbonnet's they're at Arizona.
No, that's just I was looking at my fantasy roster and comparing to what he said with about the 3 running backs, and I was looking at what I had. I'm like, well, if I had that, what I got. That's just me talking out loud. I'm using the show to get my fantasy team together too, because this is like the first day I actually sat down and went through it.
Well, all right, so check this out, guys.
I've been so busy at work all week, I haven't had time.
So we get a ton of volume for Charbonnet for sure. We get an uncrowded backfield. We love that. Cardinals are 26 in EPA against the rush, and 27th in defensive rush rate success. So they're also susceptible to receiving production to running backs as well. 9th most fantasy points per game. K9 last game against them had 6 targets, 50 receiving yards against Arizona. So in that half-point PPR, we're talking potentially we'll cut that number in half, call it 3, and then another 5 points. Maybe we'll cut that number in half, so we'll call it 3 for 25. So we're saying, again, in the neighborhood of at least 4 points just from the receiving end. He's going to have great value on the DFS side, certainly, but I would say he's an RB2 for us. Sharp. Let's plug him in with that Chase Brown, and then it really becomes more of a question.
Dabo or ATN?
Yep. I'm feeling good about those two for sure now. Just those numbers made me feel really good. I'm with then the only one I just want to kind of be able to cross off our list is, and I'm trying to find them. When is this Tennessee game?
Sunday at 1.
There we go. Okay.
I don't know, man. I like ETN too. They're playing Tennessee. That's why it's hard, man. It is really hard to pick for you right now. I really got to put some brain power behind it because I feel like ETN, not on realizing who they're playing. I think ETN will have a better game than Dabo for sure.
Look, the Titans were gashed for 264 rush yards last week by Washington.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm starting ETN.
Hey, remember, guys, when we talk about this, there's a reason we're all being this thorough. Like, yes, this week is important, but I'd be doing this anyway. But this is another reason I talk about matchups. We're not talking about pick this dude for the whole season. Right. It is what's going to win you where you look like a genius tomorrow.
Yep, and you guys are playing for
make the waiver wire your best friend.
Yeah, waiver wire.
Waiver wire. When
you guys are playing for more than bragging rights out there.
When it comes to fantasy, you got to look at it like a pimp. Can't be stuck down with one. You got to have multiples you can get money off of.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't got to be your main or something you stick around with for the whole thing. You milk one till you're done, go back to the waiver wire, get another one.
Whoa.
No Diddy.
Whoa.
Yeah, ETN.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, Doc.
Oh, I just heard that, man.
Hey, man, my bad. I'm just trying to break it down the best way I can when it comes to fantasy.
Don't try his hard.
You don't want nothing. You get your main squeeze, and then you keep a bunch of milkers.
Whoa. Hey, yo.
Oh, no.
Yo, man, we need listen, man. Yeah, the shop report gonna need to come up with an official penalty flag, man, because bro, I'm waving one right now, yo.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hard pass on ETN, even though again the Titans.
It's Tennessee, bro.
I know it. Even though they're terrible, I don't like him splitting the carries with Tank Bigsby.
But Tank ain't did nothing in the last couple of weeks, bro. That's why I don't feel bad about ETN. Honestly, looking at Tank Bigsby's last couple of weeks, he's not produced at all, and that's why he's back in the waiver wire.
But here's the thing, though. He did he mention Tony Pollard?
I mean, Tank had 4.5 yards last week. 4.5 points last week. Week before that, 0.4. The week before that, 2.2. Since Travis has come back, his production has dropped drastically.
Yeah.
So sharing the ball or not, ETN still gonna get his touches.
I know, but what I'm worried
and
about.
The stats clearly show that.
Look, so hang on. You know what? I'll let DraftKings tell us with ETN because they have. Let's see, the rushing props for this game have ETN at 38 yards for over/under. That's not enough. His rush attempts are at 10. So Tracy's the better option.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. If we're going with the analytics, I'll go Tracy.
Yeah, so
Chase
that would
Brown,
be the unless you guys like Tracy. Bucky still. That's really who else it really comes down to. That would be it for me. It's between injuries. Tracy or Bucky. I like Tracy. He's healthy. And I think that game gets out of hand, but all the analytics work in his favor. It would work well for Bucky too. It's just, is he hurt?
No, Bucky's not hurt. Was they saying he's not hurt, but he was. I'm trying to see if it's soft tissue. If it's soft tissue.
Oh, wait a minute. It's kind of a bad matchup for Bucky. The Raiders, I forgot. Bucky would have been the obvious play, but it's a bad matchup for him.
He's coming back from injury, and they allowed a fourth amount of rushing yards in the lead. That's a tough run defense.
There you go.
So Chase, Dabo,
we did say that earlier,
right?
Lock that in. We did say that earlier. That's why we knocked Bucky out. We did say that earlier. He come back off an injury, and they playing a really good defense against the run.
Nailed it, Doc. Yep. Chase, Tracy, Charbonnet, lock it in.
Oh, okay. Chase, Tracy, Charbonnet.
Lock him in. Lock him in. Yep.
We got Gerard checking in. PPR, Judy, Ridley, or Connor. Pick one is my guess.
LeBron James.
Ridley, I like in a revenge game. I actually think he'll take it.
I like Jerry Judy. Him and Winston, man. I like that. Jerry Judy did this thing last week. If they can produce like that again this week, man, Jerry Judy gonna be a problem, my boy.
Yeah.
Jerry Judy gonna be a problem. They're telling you that right now.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry Judy went bonkers in that game. 9 for 235 yards.
Whoa, but they play the Steelers.
Well, right, but I'm talking about since week 8. Judy sports a tremendous 3.33 yards per route run versus single high coverage. Now, here's our problem. He is likely to get shadowed by Joey Porter Jr.
Mm-hmm.
But Pro Football Focus has Porter at the number 101 out of, if you remember, the 132 corners that were eligible. So that doesn't mean jack.
Man, you guys go with numbers. I'm just looking at trends. That team.
The numbers suggest that Judy's going to perform strongly with the rest of the season. And he got a 75.1 point projection for the rest.
Yeah,
like total over these last few games.
I live in Columbus. I'm from Cleveland. They're playing the division rival that's coming off a hot win last week. I'm thinking that they're gonna have a problem.
Yo, since Winston started, Jerry Judy's rostership has gone up 15.3%. He's very popular this week. He's very popular this week. A lot of people have been grabbing
the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the best quarterback in the division.
Here we go. Take a look at this, guys. Got a new chart for you up here. This is quarterbacks throwing deep. You guys see that there? That is the deep pass rate.
Hey, my boy
Russell Danger Wilson.
Yeah. Or no. Mr. Unlimited.
Is that what he's going by now?
Mr. Unlimited. Yeah, you got to be unlimited. Mr. Unlimited. That's his name. Mr. Unlimited.
Let me be the first to say, I seriously underestimated Russell Wilson this year. I gave him a lot of hate.
As did everyone in the league.
I gave him a lot of hate.
I told you I was gonna come on here and
publicly apologize to that man. So I'm sorry, Russell. I was talking all that smack on here, thinking you wasn't gonna do nothing. Here y'all are sitting pretty in the AFC.
And then what did I say? I'm like, yo, I think he all right. I think he's gonna be okay.
I should have listened to you, Sleepy G, but I ain't listening. What did I say? I was sleeping on Sleepy G. That's my bad. Don't sleep on Sleepy G.
I'm like, yo, he might be all right. He might be. They take a chance on him, man. They refurbished and that dude looks like. Listen, he keep going this way. I think the MVP discussion is probably it's already it's already have its legs, and those legs are already on different horses. But I
Jared
feel like,
Goff.
yeah, I feel like if the Steelers continue to do what they're doing, he might bring himself back up in that conversation. But I think Jared Goff may in fact do it. Yeah, thank you.
Russell
Gibby.
Westbrook, Russell Wilson, Jamarcus Russell don't matter. Jared Goff is MVP.
You could have said Russell Copeland if you want to throw back a name. Oh,
I just figured I'd throw Jamarcus Russell in there for giggles. All right, man, we got a bunch of comments building up. Let's get to it,
All right, cool. So who did we settle on for that one then?
I like Judy. It's kind of up in the air, but I like Judy. Him and Winston.
All right, so for me, it is going to be Ridley. Again, listen to this: 2.99 yards per route run. So again, I'm going to give Tyler here some love. I'm going to actually pull his post up. This is from Fantasy Guru. Check him out. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, this is sexy right here, guys. Oh my gosh. If your name Gerard, I'm going to tell you right now that what you're seeing in front of you is like gold right now. 44% air yard share versus man coverage. Look at that. Wide receiver 8, wide receiver 7, 8.5 targets per game since the Hopkins trade. Puts him at wide receiver 15. And 15.2 fantasy points per game since that trade. Now take a look at who he's playing against. The 5th in the highest explosive pass play. 44% air yards. Bro, this dude's may get in the neighborhood of 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
If we're going to go off the analytics, Ridley would be the better choice.
But now check this out, though. This is a revenge game. He played for Jacksonville. They traded him.
Yeah. But do you think he goes off with Will Levis?
Yes. Because of those numbers above that were also with Will Levis.
And Jacksonville soft coverage, too. So, all right. You win this one.
I say motivated dude.
We'll go Ridley.
Let's go with Ridley.
Yeah, you win this one. We'll go Ridley.
All right, Chargers played Chiefs. Givey said the top defenses are Chicago. All right, so these are the defenses that are available for Givey. I'm going to pull our chart back.
He said he needed a kicker. Somebody said it. My bad. I read a little too far in the comments.
No. You're right. Somebody did mention about the kicker. I think it was Givey.
All right, well, let's get to Givey real quick. All right.
We've been giving Givey a lot of advice.
Honestly, bro, I don't know what defense you got right now, but I wouldn't trade nothing I wouldn't give a bag of chips up for none of them defenses you just labeled.
Right.
Yeah, he said those are the top defenses available. And of course, he has the Chargers he said in the Chargers in Seattle as well. Who did he?
Well,
yeah. Those are the 2 that he has.
I'm taking the Charger defense because KC has been playing like absolute trash. They've been struggling against bum teams.
Yeah,
I'm taking the Chargers defense. They struggled against a Denver Broncos defense who was atrocious. They struggled against Vegas's defense, who's only good against the run, and Kansas City's a passing team. So make sense. I'm going with the Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers defense over Seattle's defense for sure.
So Givey's checking in. He said it's 50-50 for me to win. I don't have a kicker. Do I drop Bo Nix for one? I really don't want to drop anyone. If I win, I'm in the second seed. If I lose,
well, who is your other quarterback if you're talking about dropping Bo Nix? Do you have anybody else that's like a potential throwaway? That's why I said waiver wire, bro. You get you some throwaways. They perform for however many weeks, and then whoever get injured come back, you throw them away and get somebody else. You got to keep a throwaway. At least one. On your roster.
All right, we got Jacob checking in. He's saying ETN or Braylon Allen.
ETN.
You guys ready for me to kill that one? Let's see.
Yeah, I want to hear. Yeah.
Braylon Allen ain't got nothing coming, bro.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that.
You done already hit us with all the stats on Braylon Allen. They ain't getting no check down yards.
Yeah, that's a great point.
He ain't getting none of that.
Yeah, and on top of that, he's running behind backup linemen.
Yeah. Oh, and you got scrubs in. So I'm really not going with Braylon Allen. I'm not going with nothing off the Jet squad. Period.
And you know what?
Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers, it don't matter. Nothing off the Jets is going to be in my starting lineup.
Man, Jacob, is there anybody else out there, bro?
Take ETN. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well,
At this point,
the carries I just showed you with DraftKings. I think I still
but
got
it's
it up.
better
Yeah, I
than-
do.
But it's better than Breland because right now ain't no other. At this point in the season, there aren't any good backs in the waiver wire.
Like
You better off.
Charbonnet, he couldn't grab Charbonnet.
A lot of people.
Well, he grabbed Braylon Allen.
Let's say at this point in the season, if you haven't grabbed Charbonnet by now, what are you doing? Like I'm saying, like
Mhm.
Charbonnet is another one of those like potential throwaways. Like, yeah, Kenneth Walker's hurt right now, so I can use him now. But when Kenneth Walker comes back, that's either potential trade value, let him sit on the bench till I need him again, or I can throw him away and get something else. For like a situation like with Gibby, I get rid of this person for a kicker? Like, you need a player like that for situations like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's valid. Again, just for context of what to expect out of that position, Jacob, right now it's suggesting 38.5 yards rushing from ETN and only on 10 attempts. So again, about 3.2 yards per carry. And his rushing and receiving totals are at 50. So not all that great.
Better than Breland, though.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. Braylon Allen did not catch the ball at all at Wisconsin. And that's the thing. I remember, as I told you guys, the rumor mill in New York was saying somebody else, that other kid's going to be the one who catches the ball. So you don't even get the benefit of that PPR portion. You will at least probably
yards.
Exactly. You'll probably still get that from ETN. That could balance this thing out, even if Braylon Allen has better rushing numbers. But if I remember correctly, when we were looking at this too, let me just confirm that Tennessee's. I'm almost positive that they're rushing, like they were a little vulnerable on that side.
They vulnerable on everything over there. Offense, defense. they just need help.
Yeah, we'll go ETN on this one, Jake.
If that's all you got, ETN is the way to go.
Waiver wire been my BSF all season, bro. My bench scored 92 points.
Told you that waiver wire is it, bro. I'm in the waiver wire every week.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all agreed on. I like Bucky. There you go with Gully's comment.
Mr. Unlimited, yeah. Oh, good. Give you Justin, you're a Seattle fan. Yeah.
He's got Josh Allen.
Ooh. Oh, other MVP candidate.
But who do we have to get rid of so he can get a kicker? Because sometimes a kicker will come through for you.
Yeah, so give
do you have any throwaways?
Yeah, what do you think? Where's your weakest? Where's your most expendable position in play? What do you think?
Or do you have a player that's like a low-key hidden gem that nobody would think to pick up on? Because you could like
trade him for a kicker.
No, yeah, I'm gonna say you could do a quick stop and go real quick. You know what I'm saying? You drop him off, pick up your kicker. Soon as Tuesday hit, go back to the waiver wire and get the player you drop because nobody can get to him before Tuesday. So long as you get to the waiver wire first on Tuesday morning or afternoon or whenever you decide to look at it. Me, I'm on it in the morning. You should be able to get them back. It's first come, first serve. So long as you hit the waiver wire that Tuesday morning, you can get Bo Nix right back. I've done it before. So
you done played that. You
tied
that string to $1 and was like, all right.
I played it risky before. Like I can't really afford to get rid of you, but I need to because I got players on bye week, and
see, I got to make a move.
Yeah, it's a risk. It's a risk, but like I said, if you hop on it on Tuesday when they open up the waiver wire again, then you could get them right back.
He said nowhere. I have a perfect team.
Well, put Bo Nix up in that waiver wire. Get you a kicker, and then come Tuesday morning, Go ahead and claim him right back and drop that kicker off again.
You sound like a backup. You drop one of those defenses. Wait a minute.
Why would you drop off defenses? Those are good defenses. Are so hard to come by.
Yeah, but you don't need 2 for the rest of the year, do you?
Do he have 2 defenses? I assumed he didn't. I don't have 2 defenses, but
yeah, he has the Chargers in Seattle.
No, he doesn't have 2 defenses.
Seattle must be in the waiver wire, and he must. Okay, yeah, he don't have 2 defenses. All right, yeah, just drop off Bo Nix in that waiver wire and then pick him back up on Tuesday. You'll be fine. You just got to make sure you're the first person there.
You know what? Let me tell you a story, Doc.
What's up, Playboy?
When I was a kid, when I was younger, actually, family had a dog, German Shepherd. German Shepherd was loyal to my brother and my mother. Didn't like my father very much. So one day, in this dog's frustration, what he did was he decided to take care of himself in my father's house shoe, and then bark to get my father to wake up, so that way he could take him outside. Surprise, surprise! There were some brownies in the shoe. My father took said dog to the kennel. I'm getting rid of him. This is it. Drove down to the kennel. Said, this is it. This dog, I had it. Drop him off. Makes the 15-minute drive back home to tell my brother and my mother, hey, we ain't got a dog no more. So they were quite despondent and upset because he didn't put brownies in their shoes. He put brownies in your shoe because you don't treat the dog. Well, you just got an attitude. You're just always defensive.
The dog got beef with you.
In the 15 minutes it took him back to the kennel, the dog had already found a new home. We're talking about maybe 45 minutes. So if you're going to take the kennel approach to the dog, just be very careful and keep your eye on the prize. Maybe schedule it around your lunch break. Maybe if you got some paid time off and you're trying to win, you got cash invested for this for your fantasy. If you want to try to approach, you got to be hyper vigilant to get your guy off that waiver wire.
That's why I said you got to get there in the morning.
You get there in the morning, yeah.
You got to get there in the morning.
That's a little PSA from your boy D.
Oh, yo, he got
Yo, bring that up. Bring his team up.
You could drop Otten off real quick, and then go ahead and grab kicker, and then pick Otten back up. Because tight ends ain't somebody they ain't in a position people just snatching out the waiver wire like that. At least in my league, it ain't.
Allen, Nix, Dowdle, ETN, Bucky, Chase, K9, Charles, Tracy, CD, Terry, DJ.
Who is K9?
And Andrews. I thought he said he didn't have a kicker.
Oh, Mark is on a bye week. Okay, okay, cool. His kicker on a bye week as well.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, it's looking like you might have to.
What if you drop
sit Donald down for a little while. It's the Cowboys. Nobody like the Cowboys. He'll be there for sure. He'll be there on come waiver wire. So
yeah, because who was he considering a drop?
Bo Nix. I mean, I would drop Bo Nix, but I have 3 quarterbacks, so I mean, it's easy for me to do that. I mean, he got a great running back core too, man.
Yeah, he has depth there. He could make the move to get the kicker.
You could make the move to put you a running back that you have in that waiver wire. Like I said, as soon as that waiver wire open back up on
for McPherson? Is his name McPherson?
There you go. That's smart. He said he's gonna drop Bo Nix on Monday. That's the best way to do it. Drop him on Monday. There you go. Drop him on Monday. Wait till the game is over with. As soon as you wake up Tuesday, get him right back out the waiver wire. Boom. There you go. Problem solved. Give you like the way you think, my boy.
That's great. Yeah, that makes the most sense.
That makes it way better. Now you, as soon as like I think 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning hit.
Hey, bro. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna get him back though. Hey, hang on. What did you need more? You needed the dub, right? Hang on. Let me get.
He needs the dub so he can get second place.
Man, if he mess around and Bo needs to get signed by his next week
for one of his ops
challenger,
well, that's why you take the less risky route and you drop a running back because you at the running back spot. You just can't be selfish with your backs, bro. You're going to either drop Dowdle or you drop Nix. I would drop Nix. I mean, I would drop Dowdle over Nix if that was my squad.
Oh, look at that photo, guys. Look at that.
I would drop.
Doesn't that photo look like the ones that you get when you buy those picturesque frames out of Walmart for the holiday season? Look like the 8x10 family picture insert right there. Oh, man, that looks like the Walgreens postcard for the holidays. Oh, my goodness.
Is that Amari Cooper we talking?
No, I'm talking about that photo, man.
No, I'm talking about. Oh, yeah.
Let's look at that photo, by the way. Oh, let's bring that up.
Yeah.
Eating some dubs.
Cooper, Hopkins, or Edwards.
All right,
wait, what Edwards?
Yeah, what Edwards you talking about? What Edwards?
Gus Edwards? No.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I hope not Gus.
Gus Edwards?
Yeah, second and third seed, not that big of a difference. If you're comfortable with risking it all without a kicker, I would just say keep the team you got. Because, I mean, second or third seed, you're still in the playoffs. And just second or third seed depends on who you playing. So
yeah, Chargers running back, Gus Edwards.
Okay, that's what I thought that was. You don't really hear his name as often as you used to. That's why I was kind of like, Edwards. I'd put Hopkins in the flex over Coop and Edwards. I'm going Hopkins.
Wait. Over Coop?
Yeah. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins is one of my favorite receivers. So I'm being biased here. I'm going one of my favorite receivers.
Yeah, I want him to do well.
That's like the new Larry Fitzgerald. Like he don't drop the ball like at all, bro.
Right.
He don't drop the ball. He don't.
All right. So let's see. It was Hopkins. Who I have it wide receiver. Oof. Where is he? Oh.
They're at the Rams too. Buffalo.
Wide receiver 32. Who was the other one?
Is Edwards, Hopkins, or Cooper?
Cooper at 31. They're right next to each other. Brutal.
I'm taking Hop. I love D-Hop, bro. He don't
sheesh. All right. Let's see. How did the
DeAndre Hopkins Fitzgerald Jr.?
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Like, look at his stats, bro. Like, he has. I can't remember what it is. It's like more tackles than he do. So I can't remember what it is. He got something more than he do drops. It's an amazing number. I gotta look it up again.
Who? Larry
D-Hop? No, D-Hop. He just like Larry Fitz. And when it comes to like drops and per attempt and things like that, he don't drop the ball, bro. His drop percentage is very low.
Right. Now, as far as game flow and game plan, how well does that translate to his productivity?
I mean, if you watch the games the last few weeks, he's been coming through. It's him and Xavier Worthy has been coming through. It's just Travis been killing it in the middle of the field. That's why they've been hurting. Travis kills it in the middle of the field.
So something worth noting here, another chart for you guys. Passing and rushing efficiency. And look at where Buffalo is at currently. His accuracy, meaning Josh Allen's, is up from 53% facing man to 70 versus zone. So
Amari Cooper ain't been producing at all.
He produced that touchdown.
Right.
Bro, I'm looking at his fantasy stats, bro. His fantasy stats.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Dalton Kincaid's hurt. Keon Coleman is questionable. So on paper, it actually looks like a solid spot for Cooper going with the vertical game. So over the last month, the Rams are allowing a plus 20 catch per attempt to receivers aligned out wide, and basically minus 7.8 to the slot. So they take the slot away and they give the outside, which is, again, we've heard, I've used the term slot funnel. This is the opposite. They become a team target on the perimeter, setting up Cooper in a better spot also. And the Rams are the 7th most scheduled adjusted fantasy points per game to outside receivers over the last 5 weeks.
So analytics say Cooper.
Yep. If Coleman sits as well, Mac Hollins is somebody you could, if you need if you want to play roulette.
Stick to what you know. Stick to what you know.
Well, I'm saying for those deeper leagues, bro.
I'm just saying, I don't know, man. Fill-ins don't always produce the way you want.
Well, right. I mean, look, a streamer, if you will. But I agree with you. I'm just trying, as far as this difficult spot. Do I have anything yet on Kansas City against the Chargers? Jamar Chase tore them up.
Tore up who? The Chargers?
Yeah. I'm just going off memory, but I don't think I have any data on this Chargers Chief game.
I don't know why. It's a division game.
Bruh, I don't either. Don't get me started.
That's
Hey, go through the comments real quick.
Yep. So I'm gonna go with Cooper on this one just because of those matchups. Here we go. How about
analytics?
The Hawks,
on what you
though?
on, Cooper.
Probably will win this week.
They should win.
We got the all-in-one show tapping in. Start 2 PPR. All right, guys, come on. Puka, Higgins. All right, now that's what we're talking about. Enough of the Coopers and the booty.
Drake
beats.
London.
We got something solid here. Huh?
What did you say?
I thought you were asleep.
No.
He was till you said booty me. He got something.
No, I'm not picking nothing.
You said something that piqued his interest and his eyes opened up.
No, it did not pique my interest. No. I know that ain't what we've been talking about on this late night. No, we fixing that.
The light bulb went off in his head like ding. What you just said?
Hey, well, I've been discussing or I've been hearing.
We going Puka and Waddle. And that's me. I'm going Pookie and Waddle.
No, man.
Here we go. All right, so he's saying Puka and he said, hang on, who did you say?
Puka and Waddle, bro.
Oh no.
What? You wouldn't start Puka and Waddle?
Golly, what's your ratings look like at the receiver spot? Did he
maybe
Ridley? Did they say if it was
Puka and Ridley?
PPR.
It is PPR. Yep, PPR.
Okay, Puka Ridley. That better.
Yeah, I got Puka at 5, so I'm cool with him.
Yeah, Puka and Ridley. I forgot about the revenge factor.
Yeah, I got Ridley at 10 this week.
Yeah, okay. Revenge factor.
Higgins is at Dallas, y'all, at 7.
Isn't he hurt?
Questionable.
Who?
Higgins.
When?
He was questionable a couple days ago. Is he still questionable now? Or did they finally say he's ready to go?
Bro. He's ready to go.
Questions have been answered.
Oh, he ready to go?
Yeah, London is at Minnesota, so that's what we didn't mention him. Waddle's at 36. Miami versus the Jets, though. The Jets have a season that is lost.
Yeah, they basically playing for top 5 draft pick.
Man,
Ridley's at 13 though at Jacksonville.
So check this out. I'm gonna say Puka and Higgins. You know what though? I swear there was some Drake London actually has a very favorable matchup.
You said Drake London does?
Yes. It sounds crazy against Minnesota, but the number 1 receivers. Gully, look at that second thing I gave you and look at every number that the number 1 receiver has done against the Minnesota Vikings.
All right. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see if I can open this. No, open that one. This ain't the one. This ain't the one. This is the one.
So Dabo, 110 yards. I don't know who to. Oh, Diggs and Collins both had. Diggs had 94 yards, and then Jaden Reed had 139 yards. Garrett Wilson had 101 yards. Then St. Brown had 112 yards.
So we going Puka and Higgins?
Puka had 106 yards.
No, because they.
And then
Garrett had 101 yards. Amon-Ra had 112.
Honestly, think about Puka though. He shares with Cooper Kupp.
DJ Moore had 106 on them. Marvin Harrison only had 60, but he had a touchdown still.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is.
Let's go Higgins and Ridley. Yeah, let's go Higgins and Ridley because Puka got to share with Cooper.
Yeah, I mean Higgins shares with Jamar Chase, but that don't seem to bother us.
Yeah, you're right.
I think I like Higgins because of the matchup versus Dallas. I think there is room.
They're going against Dallas. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
Right. You know what? There's so a few things, right? Obviously, Kirk Cousins just played a terrible game, but what you guys were pointing out a little earlier, with who they were playing against, Dallas may be without two other of their corners. Yeah. So Funderburk might be getting some minutes here.
Higgins and Ridley. Just say start at the flex.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if you can start a flex, I'm either going to take, since we already said Ridley and Higgins for your receivers, your flex, I would probably go either Pacheco.
Nope.
Or Connor.
London?
I'm going London or Ridley. I think.
No, because we
already said Ridley.
For the same for all in one.
Ridley and we put Ridley and Higgins as the two he needed.
For
not
all
a flex.
Yeah.
Not correct. A flex. You saying Pacheco? Yeah, I would say Pacheco
Pacheco against the Chargers.
Why not? Or James Conner versus Seattle. I don't see Pollard doing much. Pollard is not he's not that good anymore. He's too inconsistent with the fantasy points this season, so I'm not even looking Pollard's way. Juwan Jennings, I mean,
he's got too many. There's too many good receivers with great matchups. Remember, we're talking about 1 week. I'm not talking about the whole season. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm saying right now.
Pacheco was my flex.
Let's see.
He said Ridley over Higgins. What's your record? I mean,
we gonna put second place, ain't he?
We put Ridley over. I would put Ridley over Higgins just because of all the facts that Double J spit off earlier. I'm gonna go with the analytics on that one. I would put Ridley over Higgins, and my record is 10-3. What about yours, Double J?
Yeah. Hey, look, I ain't even
really over Higgins. What's your record? Oh man, he calling us up and then calling us out at the same time.
10-3, son. Holla at your boy.
That's 11-2 right there, Famo.
All right, and I am in an advisory committee. I've redshirted this season. Okay, so.
I'm working to get this shop league together. We got to get it, Double J. We got to get it.
Wait a minute. Gibby's calling us out, man.
Yeah,
Gibby says, how could you guys not pick Puka? Puka goes for 13 plus every week.
I said Puka, but I listened to the analytics because the analytics do sound a little bit better than what my heart says this time
Oh, my bad. All in one. We didn't. Context is everything. A lack of thereove can cause.
He's talking to Gibby.
Hey, but
no,
Gibby knows his stuff. I mean, thankfully, he's tapped into the chat where we pretty much kept him on a straight and narrow.
Yeah, we've kept him up.
Nah, he thinks I'm the reason for his team's demise. So y'all's kept him on the straight and narrow.
Nah, you just
tried to be honest.
It just need balance, bro. It just need balance.
I was trying to be honest with him the week he lost. I'm not his team's demise, but hey.
No, yeah, but I agree with Gibby on this about the Puka thing. I'm just trying to double check and to be absolutely certain with who they're playing in that part of the matchup. Because the thing is, I don't trust Kirk Cousins, and you sure we could say Kirk Cousins revenge game? I don't know about all that.
No.
So instead,
they've got Buffalo. Yeah, so the Rams have Buffalo.
Elite.
I didn't mean to laugh at my man. My bad.
I'm 8-5 or 0-4 and won 6 straight. Oh yeah,
it ain't about how you started, it's about how you finished. That's why I started laughing. Like,
right. He was 0-4. It was a bad month.
He was getting BTA the first couple games, boy.
Right. He said I'm 8-5 as well. I'm just grateful I made the play. But listen.
Me too. I'm grateful you made the playoffs.
That tends to be how it goes, right? The guys that really want to do it, they sometimes will struggle out the gate. I remember I shared it before. One of the last times I played fantasy football, I was terrible. At a point, I was like 1-7 or so, and I ended up putting it all together and spending some time with the roster. Maybe metaphorically speaking, I had a pep talk with my team, and we went on a heck of a run. All right, and
he said he wanted to rest out.
We lost in the semifinals to Midway Mayhem, and I don't know if he ever will find his way out here. He'll remember if he goes by that. Midway Mayhem beat us in the semifinal. In Midway Mayhem, as a matter of fact, I think was 0-8. Okay.
Oh no!
And me and him went to the semi, and he ended up winning the whole thing.
Yeah. But you know what, though? One thing that is often so undervalued and is those that climb and grind like that, like All in One Show did.
Yeah.
Do you know how much effort that really takes? Like,
yeah.
It cannot, like, if I'm gonna be honest with you, because I was 1-4.
Yeah.
And, again, for those that drafted McCaffrey or you had him as your keeper and that's your first round pick, you look what he did to you this year. So right away, first of all, he'll never be on a roster of mine. I don't care. He's through. I honestly think he retires within 2 years.
Who does? McCaffrey?
Yeah, I think he's through. But so I completely empathize because you have to, as Doc's talked about with the waiver wire, like you have to know how much of your fab budget to use and really kind of, again, have a lot of things go right, which takes a enormous amount of effort to be able to kind of climb out of those spots. So absolutely salute to you guys on being able to, kind of grind through and get it to this point. Let's see here. Yep, look at that. See, he got it. Yep, CD over CMC. So again, this Puka thing, though. Hang on, I'm still looking for. Okay, so we talked about the opposite side of this. Allen's a beast no matter what. But what about on the other side? All right, so the Bills rank third in rush per attempt. One of the best O-lines. Man, Matt Stafford has seen his play and production spike over the last few weeks. All right, speaking of Stafford, let's get his chart up now. Bam. So again, that's weeks 8 through 13. So Stafford is still not in the greatest space, but certainly above some of those lower performers that we've talked about. And as it pertains to this particular matchup, since week 8, he's been QB 14 and fantasy QB 11. But here's the thing. The Bills defense getting healthy, bringing back key pieces over the last 4 weeks. They rank number 1 against the pass. And they're utilizing that dreaded, dastardly too high coverage and zone looks. So now they're becoming a little bit more balanced. They don't really have one singular coverage that they use, which kind of sucks in our case. But over the last 4 weeks, the Bills have given up the fewest fantasy points per game to opposing signal callers. So again, Stafford's target distribution. So this, again, if for all-in-one show, bro, this is all you right now. So his target distribution since week 8 has been Puka at 27%. Doc, this matters to you. Cooper Kupp at 25%. And then there is a cliff drop after that to Demarcus Robinson at 11%. So Buffalo hasn't allowed a lot of production to opposing wideouts at all. But here's the thing. With target distribution condensed, the fact that the Rams are probably going to be behind in this game, Puka and Cooper Kupp should be top 20 guys. So again, if Puka's getting about 10 and a half targets per game, where he's played at least half of the snaps, and Kupp is literally right behind him at 10.4. We're looking at, if it's got a 49-point total, they would still be kind of okay in that respect. So it doesn't have as high of a ceiling. That's like guys like there's some boom options here for you with some of the other guys, but again, Puka just factored that into this week all-in-one show that it may not, like if it says projection 29 in a PPR league, this dude may get 15. If he gets the touchdown, he gets 22, but he likely falls short of what that actual projection number is. So work that in with some of these other options that we talked about, because they should actually do far better than what was being offered. Tapping in again. He said, bro, trust me, I made like 5 trades. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Burrow, Gibbs, Jacobs, Puka, London, Kelsey, Higgins. Oh, that's so. Hey, yo, it's time to win.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Not allowed to trade in my league.
Alrighty. we talking about trades? I get excited about trades. Who trading what? What's going on?
Ugh. Puka has been the highest first read targets in the league. I assume it was over 40%.
See, let's go Puka.
Well, Doc, what I was saying before is that the target distribution since week 8 has been 27% for Puka and 25% for Cooper Kupp. Basically, there's nobody north of 11% on the team after that. So they should be top 20 plays. So that's they may not be wide receiver 1, they may be wide receiver 2. But we've seen guys have success. It just depends how close this game is. That's going to be
who's
the
having
really
success?
challenging part.
We having a 1,000-yard running back that's sharing touches. Are you fourth in the league when you sharing touches with another running back who's almost at 1,000 himself? How about them Lions? My bad. I had to toot the Lions horn real quick.
Oh my gosh! I'm like, where's he going with this?
Sorry about that. We was talking about running backs, so I just figured I'd throw out, the fourth best one out there. You know what I mean? while sharing touches with another beast in Monty. You know what I mean? My fault. I'm not in the money league. I wish I could have joined the money league.
Well, Gibby, you might be right, but he found his way to where he got to be. So,
and that's the impressive part. Yeah,
credit to you, then, Gibby, doing it with no trades.
Yeah, they're both difficult.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's about your flexibility, right? Knowing that you had trades, you didn't have to get it right the first time, so you probably had an easier time to just make your roster and you can build it up. But Gibby, credit to you and your skill that you knew that draft time was the moment to have, and you took advantage. So, great insight for both of you guys.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna take
waiver wire, Gibby.
Right.
So you and then in that case,
trade, you know where you got to go to get your people from.
Well, then wait a minute, hold on. Because if we think about it, right?
I'm in a league that lets you trade. I would still rather go to the waiver wire before I trade.
Oh man, one of the leagues that I'm in, I've had the commissioner veto it for no reason, because he thought it was unfair.
For what, waiver wire?
No, I'm talking about a trade. And it wasn't one of those like, oh, he's giving his best player, he's giving his worst player.
Maybe somebody made a
phone. Is it one of those trade leagues where it's like I'm in the playoffs, you not? Let me get this person the ball.
Yeah, the commissioner got caught trying to change the points too. Some shady business.
You about to cuss?
Hey man,
he was about to cuss. He was about to get violated. Gibby was gonna tell on you. Gibby was gonna tell on you. You know you got told on, right, Doc?
What I do?
Oh, Gibby went fed on you, buddy.
What I do?
Yeah, hey, Barbershop was in a good mood too.
And then
like, no.
Then we should tell that Doc was cussing. Like, wait a minute.
Oh no, I didn't cuss, did I?
I think it was some rare language. It was some mild language. It wasn't anything that was NC-17, but rated PG-13.
Oh yeah, I do. I remember. I said I beat the TF out of somebody. Yeah, but I didn't say the word. I just put the.
Yeah, you put the TF on.
I put the abbreviation.
The abbreviation. I see.
Yeah, hey, man, those early struggles. Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
Well, you know, come to think of it though, when you had a team that when you have a waiver wire, isn't that really kind of like trading? It's just you're trading against. You just don't have it. You're trading against the AI in a sense.
I want to be in everybody's fantasy league watching people throw out their
we're going to have one next year. There's going to be a shop. We'll have the After Dark League.
Yeah.
I'll put that together. If you guys want to put a paywall in there, I'll let you guys handle that part of it.
All right.
I mean, I don't care. I don't paywall or not. I just want to play fantasy football. I've done pay leagues, and this year I'm doing a free league and a pay league. One pay league.
I just know
I had to retire from the pay league this year because that's the account I'm locked out of. I can't get back in it. So my team is just there for whatever roster was set.
You got locked out for the captain thing.
Yeah, well, my phone screen broke. I was already planning on switching from AT&T to Verizon. When I went to switch, they told me I couldn't get my old number back, so I just went and got a brand new number. Tried to log into the old fantasy app that I had.
Yeah,
it keeps sending like the double authentication text code or whatever to the other number, and I have no other way of resetting it. Because when I type in my email address, it's calling the other phone number, and then I don't have a backup email connected to that YouTube account. I mean, the Yahoo
that
account.
league
So
might mess around and win, and you can't even cash in.
I mean, last time I checked, I was in first place, but that was like what, last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't know what I'm doing this week, so I don't
So,
know.
like I said, you might,
so.
bro, the equivalent of winning a lottery and losing the ticket. You might mess around and win a league. You can't even cash in.
Well, I doubt it. I had a couple players that was in there that's now out. Like Kenneth Walker, he out this week. I had Jordan Mason in there. He out this week. I had Stephon Diggs. I don't know what he's doing, but I think he might be out. So, I mean, I'm pretty messed up here at the end of the season now. I can't take out my injured players. So, I'm pretty sure losses will start coming up here pretty soon. I won't be number one for long.
So, the double authentication goes to that phone.
Yeah.
Email
it sends it to the other phone. Yeah, I don't have a backup email, so they can't email me a code to nowhere.
So, what kind of phone was it?
It was an iPhone, 14 plus.
But wait a minute. Couldn't you finesse this with your iPhone then? With your iCloud?
No,
your Apple ID?
No, I can't see the screen on the other phone. It's shattered. Like you can't even look at it.
Do you physically have that phone still?
Yeah, I still got it. It's in my drawer. I done tried everything, bro. I can't.
So wait. So but now if you had the screen replaced, what happened?
I could probably go in there and reset everything and do whatever I want to do because I could actually see my phone.
Call my friend. I'll send you Monty's number.
All right, bet.
He had the screen repair by the Secretary of State in Plymouth, Canton area.
Wait a minute, the Secretary of State
right down the street from I know what you're talking about.
The Secretary of State
right there on Lily Road, right there on Old Lily. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Wait, did you just say the Secretary of State repaired your phone?
No, I said right next to it.
Oh,
yeah, Walker out. Walker.
Yeah, this is not one of those. I sell tree and do hair. It's one of those establishments.
Oh,
at the same spot.
Jones barbecue and foot massage.
All right, so hang on. Give me a second.
Do we play? My fault. Go ahead.
He said Chase, Bucky, and Charb, right? Or we played Tracy instead of. Not, bro. I thought Bucky was the one we were sitting here.
Yeah, we are sitting Bucky because he limited practice, tough rush defense to go against, a healthy Rashard White in front of him. We starting Tracy over Bucky. Walker is out. I just looked at it on my fantasy app. Walker's out.
See that? See, I'm helping 6 seed secure the spot because I want that bye. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, look, there's strategy involved here, folks. This is what I'm telling. It's not just we said the teams are playing for playoff spots. We're playing for playoff spots, and we can manipulate the outcomes a little bit.
You just got to get with somebody that ain't going to the playoffs and try to trade for some of their good players.
Chase Brown, Donald.
He brought it back up. That's all.
Okay.
I want you to play Bucky too, bro. I want to play Bucky.
It stressed me out.
But it's just too risky, man, seeing how his week went. Like I said, you were a full participant on Friday, and then Saturday you limited. Like, what happened on Friday where you couldn't participate on Saturday? Like, what happened? No, my bad. Friday you were limited practice. So you missed Monday, Tuesday. You practice Wednesday, Thursday. You limited on Friday. I can't play Bucky, especially not going up against a rush defense like that. Bucky ain't finna get nothing done. Nothing. He gonna be nursing them injuries, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm playing the number 1 seed this week too. I need him to lose because I'm only 1 game behind him. I need him to lose.
Yeah, he said, I really want to play Bucky. Yep.
Bucky beat up.
Oh, so my Tracy Charb and Chase Brown.
Yeah, Tracy Charb and Chase.
That's it. All right, that's it. That's our lock for the week. Tracy Charb and Chase. That sounds like a law firm.
Right.
Come to the offices of Tracy Charb and Chase.
Who was balling?
Well, hopefully all of us are.
It says start Tracy Charb, or are you balling? You balling?
Oh, he's on Braylon Allen.
B. Allen.
Oh, B. Allen. Oh.
I'm like, it is after dark.
I'm gonna go with.
At Miami.
Yeah, somebody start Tracy with Gibby.
All right, I'm about to plug him in right now.
We're going Tracy.
Yeah, I got Isaac Rendo. I'm gonna move Juwan Jennings out of my super flex spot.
We going Tracy. Gibby, I don't know if I like it either, dog, but Bucky too beat up to rely on this week. You might start him and he end up coming out the game early and he out for the rest of it.
Oh man, I may have to play both of these dudes. And I might have to put in. I ain't playing no Sincere McCormick. Oh no, man, Devontae Smith, man. If I put him in, he better not crap the bed again.
As long as AJ Brown out there, there's a possibility of a number 2 in the bed.
Aren't the Saints a top 3 matchup for your running back? That's what I'm saying. For Tyrone Tracy, this is a phenomenal spot.
Yeah, buddy. Start Tracy. Start Tracy. Man, I want to say Bucky. Bucky's been a
Remember,
savior.
Gibby, you can always I hear you with Bucky. I may have to play them both anyway. And then I'm going to be sick when the one does well and the other completely does nothing.
Well, Bucky might have sat out Saturday, so that way when Sunday hit, he could be 100%. Maybe he had something that happened he didn't like Friday. So
now, here is our saving grace with Bucky, potentially, is that the PPR aspect of it. Because, again, the Raiders are really good against the run.
Yep.
But maybe he could get some of that additional. Like, we've seen him against the Giants get 6 catches. That's why I said if you were going to take an over prop right away, the first one that comes to my mind for tomorrow is all-purpose yards for Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara, anytime touchdown score. Alvin Kamara, just receptions by itself, because he's going to likely light them up. But we've seen Bucky Irving get 7 against Atlanta. We've seen him get 6 against the Giants. If the Raiders are really good at stuffing the run, then he becomes the passing back. And that's what separates him from Rachaad White and any of the other guys. So,
well, that's why he gets the tick he gets as well. He's more versatile than the other guys.
Yep. And so let's see. Yeah, absolutely we do. Ewers sucks. Yeah, Arch Manning would have, man. See that? Gully, you agree, disagree?
Manning would have won. Yeah, I think so, man.
Doc, where are you at on this? Arch Manning, does he get him over the top?
Uh-oh.
He does that on purpose. Here we go. Seahawks fan. Who should his college football?
I thought we answered you, man. I thought we said it would be Oregon.
Yeah, we should ask why. Well, in the state of Washington, right?
Yeah, why not Oregon?
And wait a minute, don't you live in Arizona now?
Or Washington?
Why don't you just adopt Arizona State and just kind of ride the wave for the rest of the year?
That wave may crash.
Right. They all do, hopefully.
All right.
First athletic Manning. Well, you know what Grandpa was, right?
Yeah, Archie was
Archie could move because he didn't have no offensive line.
Givy, you being silly right now, Givy. Wait a minute. Right. Wait a minute. Givy being silly. Gibby got the answer right there. Want to ask us? I appreciate your faith in us, man. But yeah, why not the Trojans? SC, your new college football team. I mean, here's the thing: when you pick a favorite team, what is it that you? What is it that you like?
Criteria here?
Yeah. Do they have to be dominant? Do they have to be national champions every year? Do they have to? What do you like the atmosphere? What is it? What are you looking for in a favorite team? Because why wouldn't Oregon be your team if you're a Seahawks fan? Okay. Give you
Archie in there, he get the job done. I've always been a fan of Archie over Ewers. My bad, I had to hand a little something so I had to disappear real quick.
Archie or Arch?
Arch, my bad. I keep calling him Archie. Arch would have got the job done.
I mean, Archie is a bit of a weird name, but
yeah, it is. I keep wanting to call him Archie, but Arch would have got the job done.
Yeah. Oh no! All I want to show say, Travis Hunter would look great in orange and blue. What orange and blue?
Travis Hunter would look good in Honolulu blue.
Orange and blue.
Florida.
No, he would look good in Honolulu blue. That's where he need to go.
Honolulu blue. All right.
Yeah, give us Travis Hunter. Y'all can take Terrion Arnold. No.
You like the Miami, whoever they are.
The Canes.
Oh, that's Barbershop Jay.
Yeah.
He all about them Canes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Uncle Luke himself.
Nah, man. Well, listen.
Yeah, they're the Raising Canes.
Look, man. I think you wanted to give us some prop bets, man, before we wrap up and get on out of here, man.
You were absolutely right. Bets. Absolutely, I have them.
Ashton Jonty is most definitely a top 10 pick. He top 5 pick.
Agree or disagree, Kelly? I don't know, man.
He probably going number 1. He's going number 1.
Number 1? I don't think he's going to go number 1.
Who you think going over him? Please don't say Cam Ward.
I don't know. He gonna go number 1. I don't know. I always be up for football.
You just need a little power nap. That's it.
Yeah, man. I'm an early riser, man. I'll be doing late night shows and then be an early riser. Contrast, bro. I gotta get
rise and grind.
Right. I'll be up. Like sleeping in for me is like 8 a.m. on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like sleeping. Like I don't know what that is.
Y'all really don't think Jonty going top 10? Are you serious?
No. You said number 1.
No. Somebody said top 10. I said he probably going number 1 just because how dominant of a.
No. Top 10 for sure. Yeah.
Top 5.
Would shock me. Yeah.
Top 5.
Okay.
Top 5.
Yeah. Hunter, I don't understand. Well, let's see who's
Shador going number 1. Probably not. I want him to.
So who are the likely top 5s right now? Right, it's like Jacksonville,
New York,
Jets.
Got through it with a lot of ice.
All right, man. Let's go ahead straight to it, man. Let's get to these props.
Yeah. Hang on. We'll take the 30. I got to get them loaded here.
All right, bet.
Yep.
I'm Jordan Gudeman, and I'm the founder and CEO of Eddie G's Cookies. I was first diagnosed with a nut allergy when I was young. At the time, there weren't a lot of labeled items that said if there may contain nuts or there are nuts in the food, so my brother and sister and I baked a lot at home, and we enjoyed treats from mixes and things like that, but I noticed that it was not the same as what my friends were enjoying, and I started making my own recipes. When it was time to pick a career, I decided to start a bakery so I could share my treats with everybody else. When I started creating my recipe, I was taking in all the things that I thought I was missing out on. A soft, chewy center, a crisp outside crust, and a taste that is just like it came out of the oven at a bakery. When I put all those things together, I had come up with a recipe for a dream cookie. Eddie G's Cookies only uses the finest ingredients. We have all natural flavorings, no preservatives, and every cookie is made in a nut-free environment. The best part about Eddie G's Cookies is that they can be delivered right to your door. You can share them or not. We won't tell.
Cleaning the cracks on your pavement surfaces can take hours and be torturous on your body. Until now. Bi-Cracky Weed Removal Tool was designed specifically to clean pavement cracks in a fraction of the time, all while standing up. Bi-Cracky's patented design incorporates a two-sided steel blade and is encased by a durable fiberglass shell. Simply use the large end to clean big gaps, then rotate and use the small tip for narrow gaps. Made in the USA, Bi-Cracky eliminates weeds to the root and is environmentally friendly. Bi-Cracky, save your back while you clean your crack.
All right, just like that, we are back. Dive into a couple of these comments real quick. I love this ad, not gonna lie.
Hey, you'll love the cookies. If you love the ad, the cookies are even better, bro.
That's right.
Trust me on that.
Is Oregon's quarterback really good?
He is, actually.
Yeah.
You're in on that?
He's in the Heisman runnings. He's actually pretty good. That's pretty good.
And then W sponsored, love it. Hey, I think all of our language got fixed.
Yeah. Dude was like the top rated flap strips. Oh, you guys didn't show the baseball player. Oh, well, we'll send it. So
all right, hang on. I'm building this thing on DraftKings anyway, so give me another 145.
Okay, Cunningham, you watching the Shop Report. I'm Harvey Diallo, and you watching the Shop Report.
My name's Chris Murray, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Oh, you're Jay Knight, you're watching the Shop Report.
Max McKee, you're dropping in on the Shop Report.
Barbershop Jay, Quentin Hines, Super Bowl champion. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm on.
Hi, I'm Mars Networks from Mercury Stadium, and you're watching the Shock Report.
Hey, I'm Billy Butler, and thank you for watching the Shop Report. Hey guys, I'm Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Commander Brown, Detroit Rivers Mountain Training, and I'm watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
I'm Matt Ramos, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? I'm Rajay Davis, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? This is Nelson Figueroa, former Major League pitcher with a lot of teams. You're about to listen to the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Howard Johnson. You're watching the Shop Report.
Hi, I'm Heath Bell from the New York Mets, and you're listening to the Shop Report podcast. Yeah!
Hey, I'm Josh Tolley, former catcher of the New York Mets, and you're watching the Shop Report.
This is Edgardo Alfonso for the Mets, and you're listening to Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doc Gooden, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Hello, this is Mike Hampton, and you're watching Shop Report.
This is Herman Harvey, former NFL offensive lineman with the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens, and you're listening to the Shop Report.
All right.
All right.
I couldn't get all of those up there.
Okay.
But here's the first that I have for you guys right here in this upper right corner.
Yeah, Giving. Right.
Yeah,
Yes, Giving. You are indeed. You know our ads for sure, Giving. Appreciate the love.
All right, so the first over is Mike Evans receiving yards. It's been bet up from by 10 yards, but I don't think that's going to matter anyway. I am a little worried because they said that hammy may have flared up a little bit, so I may change that to his receptions prop, which is at, I think, 5.5. So both you're pretty safe with. Again, the matchup, everything about this against the Raiders suggests he should ball, plus Baker loves him. The second, we've already seen this occur. I think I have, let's see, I don't have the right chart, but I did show it a little earlier during the stream. But matter of fact, I'll jump to this really quickly.
Okay.
Because again, quarterback efficiency. There's Russell Danger Wilson. There was another one where he basically is at Tua's level and only by himself, which was his deep route throwing and putting Danger back into his name. But the person he throws to like that specifically is George Pickens. We've seen on Monday what occurs with even having guys like Denzel Ward over there for Cleveland. He was able to feast last time. But if you put those two together by themselves, it's already at plus 249. In addition to that,
all right,
I'm not saying put them all together, but other ones that we like. I'm going to give these in order of my own preference here. I'm going to go Baker Mayfield, 200 yards passing. Again, Mike Evans, 50-plus receiving yards. Jacoby Myers, 50-plus receiving yards. Then the Saints, minus 2.5, or the Eagles, minus 6.5. MVS, give me the over on the 2.5 receptions. He, I think, finished with 2 last game, but one of which was over 20 yards and a touchdown. Again, I took him for 40 yards. I missed by like 6 yards from winning about like $600.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Painful,
that one.
Right.
So, again, guys, this is what I mean about like finding the right things here. It's not necessarily going exotic with your parlays. But again, additional props of Double J's that he likes. Again, we'll go Kyron Williams, 40-plus rushing yards. Cooper Kupp to have 40-plus receiving yards. And then if we were to put $100,000 parlay together, we'll go Mike Evans, 70 receiving yards. Calvin Ridley, 70 receiving yards. Braylon Allen, 60 rushing yards. I would probably
good luck with that one.
Right. I'm going to go a little bit lower on that one. I would temper that one. Kamara, 80-plus rushing yards. MVS, 3-plus receptions. Saquon, 100 yards. James Conner, 80 combined yards total. Cooper, 40 yards. We talked about him a little earlier with Miss A. Dabo, 80 combined or 80 total yards. Swift, and if not Swift, then we can switch him for the other guy that's coming in. But those odds, if we took that specifically, would put us at a equal plus 108,601, meaning $1 wins you $1,000, 100 wins you $108,000.
That Braylon Allen might
that's supposed to be
get
the
you
happy
toe
meal
up.
money. That is not.
You said Braylon Allen 30 yards. I did Braylon Allen 10 yards.
Yeah, no, I definitely am not. But no, the safe plays are definitely those early ones that you saw on that screen there. Those guys are set up for success. Again, the Calvin Ridley revenge game. I may go Nick Westbrook-Akine, anytime touchdown scorer. And I think MVS finds his way back in the end zone again. What do you guys? Anything stick out to you guys that you like? Any final thoughts there?
No, you the numbers guy. I'm always gonna follow behind you. You be winning.
Right. No.
You be winning. I'll be following the little page on the DraftKings. So
so shout out to you for giving those prop bets. If you try to make an investment strategy,
he the numbers guru. I'm never gonna go against the numbers. You always win.
I would say don't get
always winning. I'm not going against your numbers.
don't get too focused in it, and you start losing all your money, betting the house and the mortgage and the car note, trying to float it for Christmas, and then before you know it, you ain't got a car job, you ain't got to stay at your in-laws' house. Be cool with the money, okay? If you have a problem gambling, contact those people. But if you got self-control, got self-restraint, and you want to just try to see about it, that's what we can do, man. But no, all those picks are pretty good, man. I'm gonna try to follow behind them and see what I can do, see what they hit for.
Yeah, the safe two are the ones I had there. Again, Evans, Pickens for sure, and then some combination of Ridley, and then the over on MVS's receptions.
Oh,
you put that together, you're probably at plus 600. So 100's going to win you $700.
Well, there you go. All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Less is more, guys. That $100,000 parlay is meant. It sounds as much as a moonshot as it is. Yeah. But I have seen in previous weeks that's usually $1 thing. That is not. That's why I say Happy Meal money. I'm talking less than that, man. Something you're not even going to care about if it flew out the window.
Absolutely. Well, with that, man, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. We'll be back Monday with the Turnbuckle. We're talking our wrestling, our professional wrestling around the world.
I'll be watching Monday. I won't be able to join, but I'll be watching for sure.
Fantastic. Yeah, Doc. And yeah, feel free to comment and text, man. You're a part of it. You're a part of this thing. And we appreciate you coming and giving your insight for sure. But again, we'll be back Monday on the Turnbuckle. We'll be talking all things professional wrestling, WWE, AEW included. And then our original shop report is Wednesday at 9 on the PM side. That's where we dive into everything we didn't cover in the world of sports between now and then. Until then, you guys stay safe, stay warm. If it's really cold, like where we at, it's in the Midwest. And make sure that you tune in, and then always let us know what you might want to hear from us and what you might disagree with us. I mean, because hey, comments, compliments, criticisms, critiques, all them 4 C's, I like them. You know what I'm saying? So for our host, our main guy, Barbershop J, for Doc, for Double J, thank you. And remember, next time you really want to know what's going on, come to the shop.
Walk-ins are always welcome.
Holla.